All right. I'm getting double feeds here. Well, the gavel has dropped on the 2024 high school football season, and finally, we're able to play some football as the playoffs are getting underway. The legal wrangling caused by the postseason to be delayed by a week, but now the court is adjourned. It's time to play football. The goal to be playing in December at Laidley Field, and the road to Charleston starts tonight for the top 16 teams in each class. For Hurricane and George Washington, this is a rematch from just 3 weeks ago, and a lot has transpired for both these teams since then. Over the course of the next couple of hours, we'll find out if GW has cured the critical mistakes from that contest, and if Hurricane has tightened up theirs, then could potentially what could have potentially cost them a game they won. It's the second season, and it's sudden death. Winners play on, losers turn in your gear on Monday. It's playoff time for West Virginia high school football. Good evening from Redskins Stadium and Jim McGee Field. I'm Chris Lawrence, and this is high school football tonight. This evening, our first-round matchup that features number 11 George Washington and number 6 Hurricane. Aaron Parker joins me here in the booth at Redskins Stadium for the call of the game. You were here. You and Jeff Jenkins had the call when these two met 3 weeks ago. Kind of thumbnailed that game for me.
Yeah, I mean, in that game, Hurricane looked good from the jump, but then some of the mistakes started to come. A couple of interceptions from Noah Velatambi. And then Chris Velatambi suffered a little bit of an ankle injury against GW, which really set him back against Martinsburg, not really being able to run the football. But the Redskin offense was able to get enough done. They scored 37 points. But for George Washington, they really went away from the traditional quarterback with Cy Persinger. And their biggest weapon against the Redskins the first go-around was Gunnar Flores. And you think on paper it would be the running back, number 6, Savion Brown, over 1,200 yards this season. But it was really Gunnar Flores. Flores, 11 carries, running the Wildcat, throwing the ball downfield every now and then. And he rushed for 2 scores and almost got to the 100-yard mark.
I see Cy Persinger is warming up and throwing downfield, so we will see if GW goes with that traditional attack tonight. The weather is miserable. If you're listening in at home and you're sitting there at your kitchen table with a hot cup of coffee, you're in the right seat tonight. We got you covered because there's a cold, misty rain that is falling, and it set in just a little bit before the teams took the field for warm-ups this evening, and indications are from AccuWeather that it's going to be like this pretty much throughout the night. So we appreciate you being out there in the radio audience this evening. We need to do our Thrasher keys to the game here tonight. We put these together before this weather rolled in, but even before the 3 that we picked out, I think you're going to have you're going to limit your turnovers. I think that's got to be a big key tonight because that ball's going to be wet, and you've got to secure it and lock it up, particularly in a game that, where 1 or 2 mistakes could cost you.
Yeah, absolutely, Chris. And for Hurricane, it's a very pro-style offense, at least college style, where they want to go 4 out or 5 out the last couple of games where Velatambi has not been a running threat. It's been no setback and just everybody go out wide. In a game and in a night like tonight, I don't know how that will go for Donnie Mays' offense. Does Kylan Grace get involved? Does A.J. Gregory get involved? And then for GW, obviously have to protect the football if you're going to run the Wildcat.
Let's start with the keys for GW, brought to you this evening by the Thrasher Group, helping clients and communities by specializing in the Thrasher 3, architecture, engineering, and field services. For George Washington, number 1, and like we said, you've got to limit the turnovers. The weather may make that difficult this evening. The other keys for George Washington: hold your blocks, because like you said in that last game, the front blocking has got to be there, and they've got to create holes, particularly if they go to that Wildcat with Flores coming out of it. We'll see if they do that when they hit the field here. And keep pace with Hurricane. Don't fall behind here, because the Redskins can big play you in a hurry, and suddenly you're fighting an uphill battle, and that's never a good place to be, particularly in a game where it's sudden death. Any thoughts?
Yeah, absolutely, and we saw it right before the playoffs came. Martinsburg falling down 17-0 here at Redskins Stadium, and that's about the only team in the state of West Virginia that once you go down 17-0 in the first quarter against the Redskins, you're able to be cool as a cucumber. Any other state, any other team in the state, it's a real uphill climb, especially for one that doesn't exactly move the ball down the field in the air efficiently. Not that George Washington can't do it, but it's going to be really, really hard to come back if you're down early and often.
Well, the keys to the game for Hurricane tonight, number one, you got to get those wideouts open. Hurricane's strength is out there on the perimeter with Shalik Hampton, with Tyshawn Dews, with Jolly Burnett. You got to get those guys open, got to get the ball into their hands tonight. That may be difficult considering the weather, but somehow you're going to have to get the ball into the hand of your playmakers. Also, you got to protect Velatambi. You mentioned the fact that he was hurt in the GW game, and then he was that was sort of kept very quiet. You didn't realize the severity of the injury until we saw him against Martinsburg. Played pretty well on adrenaline in that first quarter, but then suddenly you noticed he's standing in that pocket way longer than Noah Velatambi normally does. And then when Martinsburg realized that, then they were able to pin their ears back and concentrate on other things, and that enabled them to come back from 17 down and get the win. And defensively, Hurricane, you got to penetrate and create chaos in the backfield of George Washington. Get back there and just what I said, create chaos. Those, I think, are the keys for Hurricane tonight.
Yeah, absolutely, Chris. I think the last month of the regular season, the defensive front was really dominant for Hurricane between Stephen Lusher on the edge, Ethan Chill, and then you're anchored by Joey Keano at the linebacker spot. Jackson Rappold really coming on as an underclassman. But against Martinsburg, really manhandled after taking that 17-0 lead, not really able to get any penetration, getting beat one-on-one. A lot of the best players on the edge were getting beat one-on-one. It's not Martinsburg tonight. Can you win your one-on-ones on both sides of the ball? Well,
and those are the Thrasher keys to the game, brought to you by the Thrasher Group, helping clients and communities by specializing in the Thrasher 3, architecture, engineering, and field services. Thanks, Aaron. We'll catch up with you coming up at kickoff. Straight ahead, though, we visit with tonight's head coaches. This is high school football tonight on 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston.
We are back to the broadcast.
That's right, you are, Chet. The action is just now beginning as we see he is on the move.
It looks like he's going to go big.
Indeed he is. 16, 20, 24 ounces, Chet. Would you believe it?
Victory tastes so sweet.
Oh, man, I love this job.
It gets better every Saturday.
Go-Mart is always the right play for game day. Get in, get out, get back to the action.
Looking for a path to success in service? The West Virginia Army National Guard offers unmatched opportunities. Earn your degree with up to 100% tuition assistance while gaining invaluable leadership skills. Join a team dedicated to community, state, and country. The West Virginia Army National Guard, where your future starts today. Visit NationalGuard.com WV to learn more. We guard West Virginia.
Your local West Virginia Toyota dealers are proud to be the official partner of the West Virginia SSAC, supporting high school sports all across West Virginia. Visit them at buyatoyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. We're back at Hurricane getting set for the Redskins and the George Washington Patriots this evening on 580 WCHS. Since the end of the regular season, George Washington coach Steve Edwards Jr. says he's put together 3 potential game plans for 3 potential opponents. Not sure which one he would actually be putting into action until Tuesday evening. And he told me he was pleased to finally have some certainty.
Good to be able to tell the kids we're going in a certain direction, and then we're certain that that's the direction we're going. So it's been everybody's been in the same boat. So, but we're just glad to know where we're going, and we're just going to take the best route to get there.
How did you guys utilize the extra time that came out of this in a positive way to try and help you get ready for this?
Well, we used some of it as like an open week, but we also. We had 3 possible opponents, and we tried to work on a little bit of everything of that. Even took a couple of days to work on our own selves. So we did the best we could with what we had to work with, and the best part about it, the kids were cooperative, and the kids, that's the way that things have to go. Is if the kids cooperate, it makes it all better.
Yeah. Talk about your stretch run. I know that loss to Beckley had to really sting a little bit.
Yeah, it did. It was the first time we played. I thought we played bad. Everything that could go wrong for us went wrong. We had one of those games, and it happened to be that game, and they controlled the clock a little bit, and that so that you can't turn the ball over in the red zone 3 times like we did. It's tough to overcome some calls that were controversial at times in that game, and but we gave up one touchdown. We scored, and then we gave them one. We let them score. Oh.
Yeah. When you look at a game like that, when everything goes wrong, is it nice to get that one out of the way? Because you have to think that can't happen again.
Well, I'm hoping so. And usually, that's a fact. I mean, but we hadn't had a game like that, and we lost a turnover battle and those type of things. But hopefully, we got that out of our system. I think the kids are excited about getting to play and excited about trying to get back on the right side of the column.
Talk about this matchup this weekend, because you've drawn a team that you're certainly familiar with, an MSAC foe, and you just played them about 3 weeks ago, and it was a close game then. I don't suspect anything different this time around.
Well, I'm hoping not. If we show up and play hard, and we'll give ourselves a chance to be a competitive foe for them. They're a good football team. They do a lot of good things. Got a lot of skilled players, which puts pressure on you all over the field. And quarterback is really good. He can hit you with the feet and the arms, and it just makes for a tough opponent. And but we'll do the best we can. And our kids they usually play hard, and if we play hard and try to shore up some mistakes that we made the last time, and we'll try to help ourselves a little bit.
Along those lines, a lot of times at the end of a game, you'll go, man, if I could have that back, I'd do it this way. Is there anything in that game that you will look at and go, this is something that we can change this time around and improve upon?
Well, we're trying to improve on some things. I don't know about changing much of anything. I'm sure we'll have a few wrinkles, but basically try to correct some of the mistakes that we did make, and we made a few mistakes that cost us a little bit. Try to do some things that maybe cause them some problems a little bit, and just play hard, man. Play a little bit harder. If we can play a little bit harder and play 48 minutes as hard as we can go, we give ourselves a really good chance.
I got you. When you started the season out, I mean, there was a lot of uncertainty here, but I think through the course of time, your quarterback Persinger has emerged, and he's gone through the entire season. Talk a little bit about his play and his improvement and development through the year.
Well, he's improved, and he's still got a ways to go, but he has improved, and the whole team has improved. The attitude of the team was excellent. It was a lot of uncertainty, and we lost a lot of guys through the transfer, and the kids that were left, the kids that stayed, believed in what was going on here. They believed in each other, and they've shown. We've had a great season. And no matter what happened through the court systems and whatnot, we kept explaining to them, and the kids feel good about it, that we qualified for the tournament. I mean, we did everything. It didn't matter what A we were. We were in. We did what we needed to do throughout the season. So we feel good about that, but we still feel that we can do a little bit better. And just really proud of them. I'm really proud of the coaches. The coaches really have done a great job and worked a little bit overtime with this bunch, and that has helped our players improve. And Cy has really grasped a hold of that, and he's doing a good job, and hopefully he continues to get better.
Well, congratulations on being here, Coach. Let's go see how it turns out tonight.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Coach Steve Edwards Jr. Coming up, my conversation with Donnie Mays as the Redskins get ready for their first-round matchup. You're listening to High School Football tonight on the Voice of Charleston, 580 WCHS.
We are back to the broadcast.
That's right, you are, Chet. And the action is just now beginning as we see he is on the move.
It looks like he's going to go big.
Indeed he is. 16, 20, 24 ounces, Chet. Would you believe it?
A victory tastes so sweet.
Oh, man, I love this job.
It gets better every Saturday.
Go-Mart is always the right play for game day. Get in, get out, get back to the action.
Performance is grateful for our loyal customers and want to offer you great deals this November.
That's right. Truck Country discounts, red tag savings, plus an additional $2,000 for qualified trade-ins.
See finance for 0% interest and no payments until 2025.
It's time to winterize your vehicle. Mention this ad and get 10% off your next service.
Fall into savings with your local full-service dealer.
You got new wheels and the very best deal? You've been to truck country.
For the best news coverage of high school sports in West Virginia all year, follow Joe Bricado and Greg Carey's daily posts at WVMetroNews.com. Matter of fact, Greg Carey is at our game here at Hurricane tonight. We'll have a full recap of all the action along with pictures and video at WVMetroNews.com. Well, it is a high school football tonight on 580 WCHS. Number 11 GW at number 6 Hurricane to start the playoffs. I jokingly suggested in my weekly conversation with Hurricane head coach Donnie Mays that he didn't realize having a staff attorney in high school football would be as important as it's become this year.
Actually do have a lawyer on staff, so we're well prepared, but yeah, we're happy we get to play.
Yeah. What have you done with this week, this off week as it turned out that everybody got, but I mean, how have you all spent it? Have you tried to be productive?
So we used it as an open week, and what we do on open week is do a lot of conditioning, lift weights like we always do, and just do individual drills where we work on us and things like that. So not knowing who our opponent was going to be for at least – toss up in the air. We thought it was everywhere from Musselman to George Washington to University High to, and then when, Spring Mills put their ring in the hat and got their thing changed over there, then we found out it was going to be GW. So, we just had to work on us. And then early this week just started some game prep for our opponent. So,
yeah, how hard is that to prepare for an opponent with just like 2 or 3 days to really get it together?
Well, I don't know. We'll find out, but we're familiar with them for sure. It was a good little game out here about 3 weeks ago, and we've played each other. I've played Stevie like 13 or 14 times, so. We're familiar with each other, and it should be a pretty good one.
They're not a bad team. And they will be up for this. You have to believe that they feel like they let one get away when they were out here 3 weeks ago. I'm sure that you're anticipating an A game out of them.
Yeah, I think that we're always going to get their best game. I think we're real similar schools, and it just comes down to who's going to make the most plays and who's going to make the most mistakes. I feel like their defense is as good as anybody's we've faced all year, and including Martinsburg in certain areas. They've got some pretty good defensive linemen. And then their linebacking core is really good. So, and then their corner play is really good. That Farrell kid's really good. I coached him when I was at South Charleston, so I know what he's about. He's real long and athletic, so they can take a lot of things away from you and force you to make a lot of plays down the field, and you got to do it without making mistakes, and that's the key.
Yeah. What? How did the last time you played them, you were indicating to me when we were talking off the air, you felt like you made some sloppy mistakes in that game and did not play as well as you thought you could. You feel like if you go back and look at that film,
certain routes, the way we ran them, we got to get those things cleaned up. But you're always working on those little things because the game changes on the fly. A lot of times, some people can play you in man, some people can play you in zone. George Washington's been a 2-high football team all year, and then all of a sudden they come out and run cover 1 against us the whole game. So, you just got to adapt and try to conquer.
Talk a little bit about your last time out when you played Martinsburg. First of all, Noah was hurt. That was not something that was widely known going into that game. I think once they figured that out, it changed the dynamic of what they were doing to you.
Oh, for sure. And I thought that our kids did a good job early, and I think that, Noah was playing on adrenaline, and he could push himself a little harder out there for the team and do what's best to help us try to win. And, he's the best quarterback on our team. He's probably the best quarterback in the state of West Virginia. And I'm excited that, he's a competitor on top of it, because there's a lot of people that don't fight like that. And, like you said, whenever they figured out that he was struggling a little bit, they really didn't make a major adjustment. It's just they didn't pay attention to him in the run game. But I think that these last 3 weeks or whatever we've had to heal up, I think it's really done a number for Noah, and I think he'll be ready to go.
Yeah, I was going to say, getting a week off right after that for him to just rest has probably done a lot to help him out.
Oh yeah, having that open week and and then another, he recovered the whole week of Martinsburg, and then he had that week off, and now we get another week till Friday, so that's 3 weeks. So it's been really good for him. He's done everything that he could possibly do to get himself right, and I think he'll be ready to roll.
Once you get into these playoffs, obviously there is no tomorrow. It's a different dynamic. Do you guys approach it that way, or do you just look at it as like the next game on the schedule?
You have to play it as the next game, and the focus has to be the reward. You deal with the consequence when that time comes. But right now, we just feel like we've got to go out, and we've got to take care of business, and we've got to do the little things that we've corrected in film, in practice, and be better executing than we were last time we played them.
All right, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
There he is, Hurricane head coach Donnie Mays. Coming up, we'll take a look at some of the other playoff matchups set for tonight around the state. You're listening to High School Football Tonight on 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends. And we want to be your banker. Business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
Score big this fall with GoMart. Every Saturday through the end of October, GoMart Rewards members earn triple points on all purchases. And while you rack up on rewards points, be sure to scan the QR code in-store for more ways to win. Each scan is a chance to score the ultimate tailgating package with a $200 GoMart gift card, tailgating supplies, and more. To learn more, GoMart is the official convenience store of WVU.
Greatness is built with chocolate milk, the official beverage of the West Virginia SSAC. The American Dairy Association's Mideast reminds you low-fat chocolate milk has the right mix of fluid, carbs, and protein to rehydrate and refuel your muscles. Visit drink-milk.com. We welcome you back to high school football tonight, getting ready for round number 1 of the high school football playoffs. Our game tonight featuring number 6 Hurricane hosting number 11 George Washington. Elsewhere in Class Quad A tonight, number 15 Hedgesville takes on number 2 Spring Mills. 10th ranked Woodrow Wilson on the road tonight. They open up the postseason at number 7 Morgantown up at Pony Lewis Field. We heard them previewing that one on the sports line earlier this evening. The rest of Class AAA games Class Quad A games are tomorrow. Those include number 16 Parkersburg at number 1 Martinsburg. Number 14 Cabell Midland is at number 3 Jefferson, who, by the way, the winner of that one gets the winner of our game tonight next weekend. Number 12 University will be at number 5 Huntington tomorrow, and number 9 Washington takes the long trip all the way across the state to number 8 Parkersburg South. Class AAA games tonight featuring number 15 Point Pleasant at number 2 Fairmont Senior, 14th rated Robert C. Byrd at number 3 Bridgeport, number 12 Lewis County at number 5 Oak Hill, 10th ranked East Fairmont at number 7 Spring Valley, and number 9 Ripley is at number 8 North Marion. The rest of the Class AAA games will be tomorrow, including number 6 Nitro hosting number 11 Shady Spring. We'll have that game for you here on 580 WCHS tomorrow afternoon from Underwood Field. Beginning at 1:30, we will interrupt Mountaineer coverage to bring you that game. Also tomorrow, number 13 Elkins is at number 4 Hoover. That is a 4 o'clock contest. It was at 1:30, but they've delayed it till 4 o'clock from Elkview. You can hear halftime, and then after the game, a full recap with Metro News Game Night. That will do it for tonight's edition of High School Football Tonight on this Football Friday, November 22nd, 2024. I'm Chris Lawrence. Get ready because the kickoff is coming up here on 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston.
What's falling faster, the autumn leaves or the prices here at Dan Cava Toyota World? If you're trying to save a few bucks, come check out our large selection of Toyota trucks here at Dan Cava Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world!
If you need a lawyer, then you need a lawyer who's in it to win it. You need Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler. We have a track record of winning millions for our clients. At Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler, we're in it to win it.
My name is Micah Daniels from Huntington, West Virginia. I'm at Bridge Valley and I'm working on earning an associate's degree in manufacturing. Jumpstart is a career savings program for skilled workers. You know, with blue collar work, you always need money for tools. So with that Jumpstart program, I can rest easy. New sets of tools need to be bought. I'm good.
The Jumpstart Savings Program is celebrating skilled workers and offers state tax advantages while you save for future expenses. Find out if a Jumpstart Savings account is right for you. Take the quiz today.
Game of which you speak.
I got me a Johnny Gaudreau Flames jersey.
What's falling faster, the autumn leaves or the prices here at Dan Cava Toyota World? If you're trying to save a few bucks, come check out our large selection of Toyota trucks here at Dan Cava Toyota World in Fairmont. Shop the world!
If you need a lawyer, then you need a lawyer who's in it to win it. You need Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler. We have a track record of winning millions for our clients. At Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler, we're in it to win it.
My name is Micah Daniels from Huntington, West Virginia. I'm at Bridge Valley and I'm working on earning an associate's degree in manufacturing. Jumpstart is a career savings program for skilled workers. You know, with blue collar work, you always need money for tools. So with that Jumpstart program, I can rest easy. New sets of tools need to be bought. I'm good.
The Jumpstart Savings Program is celebrating skilled workers and offers state tax advantages while you save for future expenses. Find out if a Jumpstart Savings account is right for you. Take the quiz today.
I guess, again, they forgot the national anthem.
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
My name is Lizzie Hess, and I am a cosmetologist in Tays Valley, West Virginia. The Jumpstart Savings Program is a career savings account, and it just helps to save money so that you can invest in yourself or invest in products that you would need with whatever technical career you're currently in.
The Jumpstart Savings Program is celebrating skilled workers and offers state tax advantages while you save for future expenses.
Having funds to be able to supply anything that I need is awesome.
Find out if a Jumpstart Savings account is right for you. Take the quiz today.
Kick off the season with unbeatable deals at Dan Cava GMC. Show up to game day in style with an all-new GMC Sierra truck. Catch a good deal on our wide selection of GMC Canyons. And don't miss out on these game-changing offers on our GMC Acadias. From game day to every day, we have a vehicle that fits your needs. So score big at Dan Cava GMC in Bridgeport. Shop the world.
Disasters happen. Pick the team that takes care of them all. Powered by offices in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration is ready to handle any size emergency at a moment's notice. We have the right people, knowledge, and equipment to respond 24 hours a day.
I'm Neil Brown. When disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the restoration company the Mountaineers call. Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
that thing out of the way about 15 minutes ago.
Just in the nick of time. Didn't hear much over the PA system in the pregame, and they waited to the last possible second.
We don't. I don't mean to make too much of it, but the weather could be a factor in this game. It is not pouring the rain, but it is a cold, misty rain, and if you look up into the lights here at Redskins Stadium, it's one of those where you can really see it coming down, even though it's not pouring, but it's going to keep you warm, it's going to keep you cold and uncomfortable throughout the night. So that's, and it will be a big night for the ball boys that are having to shuttle in dry footballs, because that's going to be a big factor as we go into this game.
Yeah, obviously Velotambi and the Hurricane offense likes to get going early, and they like to go up tempo, and we'll see how good that lower half is for Velotambi. See if he's near 100%, and can they get it and go? And to get it and go, you're going to have to get some short passes, some passes over the middle, and how slippery is that ball?
Yeah, George Washington won the toss, so they deferred to the second half. So Gage Hannigan is lining up to kick it away, and deep for Hurricane. Tyshawn Deuce is the deep man, and already the ball has fallen off the tee as they go up and give it a second look. And I need to check myself. That's not Hannigan, I don't believe. I can't get the number on the kicker there. Oh, there it is. That's going to be Teddy Smith. And Smith boots it short. It's going to hit and roll down out of bounds right at about the Hurricane 32-yard line. So probably smart not to kick it to Tyshawn Deuce, but going out of bounds, that's going to cost them about some good field position.
Yeah, not what you want to do there. And Teddy Smith, I don't believe he kicked 3 weeks ago here at Hurricane. I do believe it was Hannigan. So, no fault of yours right there. But, kind of doing a little half squib right there, but too close to the sideline. Any bad bounce, it's going to go out of bounds, and that's what it did right there.
And now the officials are over talking on the near sideline to Donnie Mays. And the ball is going to be placed, it looks like, at the Hurricane 34-yard line. But is that before or after the penalty is assessed? It's before. So they march it ahead 5 yards, and Hurricane will start the first drive of the evening on their own 39-yard line. So good field position for the Redskins as we are just about to get this game underway. Velotambi brings his team out, and he's going with the 5-wide set. They used this a lot against Martinsburg last week. Now they're switching back into a normal set as they bring A.J. Gregory into the backfield. Handoff, Gregory. Gregory left side. He's going to be hit from behind and brought down. Gregory with the carry right there. And on the stop for GW, Hunter Giacomo. We will call his name a lot on both sides of the ball tonight.
Yeah, he's a great athlete. Interesting to see Gregory on the first possession of the game.
Fakes handoff. Velotambi looking, throws to the near sideline to Deuce. Deuce has it and falls down just as he catches it, but he's going to pick up about 6, taking the ball ahead to the 46-yard line, bringing up 3rd down and 3 now for Hurricane. Velotambi's got him in tempo. Sends 2 receivers over to the left side, lined up close in the slot. Velotambi shotgun, hands it off to Gregory. Gregory looking for running room. Moves it ahead, but I don't think he got the first down. I think they're going to stop him shy of it by about a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th and 1, and Donnie Mays has a decision to make.
Right near the 50-yard line. It's within 5 yards of the 50. I'd say Donnie Mays goes for it, but a good defensive stand right there on 3rd down.
Yeah, George Washington flooded the side and stopped Gregory. Velotambi trying to draw him off sides at this point. GW not biting. A 3-man front for the Patriots. 4th and 1 for Hurricane. Now Velotambi goes up under center, keeps it himself, pushes ahead.
They're putting 2 men behind him and kind of pushing him for the sticks. Didn't get it by much, Chris.
No, he didn't, but he got it. And it pushes the ball to the 49-yard line, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Hurricane. No score, just underway. 10:31 on a rolling first quarter clock. Velotambi takes it, handoff right up the middle. Gregory is hit, gets it across midfield for a pickup of about 1.
A.J. Gregory, 5 touchdowns on the year, but really the number 2 back and a really good spark plug off the bench. But it's always Kylan Grace the first 4 or 5 possessions before you see big number 6.
Well, 6 gets the start tonight. You have to wonder, is Grace okay? Velotambi has Gregory to his right, fakes the handoff, looks, throws across the middle. Dews is there. Dews has it. twists out of one tackle, moves ahead. He's going to pick up about 7 on the play. Tyshawn Dews with the reception.
Getting Dews involved is going to be important. He had 3 catches for 64 yards against Martinsburg, but a lot of the season was lost to turf toe for him.
3rd and 4. Velatambi, shotgun, now looks over, changes the play as they check out the front 3, then that down lineman for GW. Velatambi, snap, fakes the handoff, throws, got a man down there. It's going to be in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That was Jolly Burnett. Timing throw there for sure. Burnett was actually shielded from the ball when Velatambi put it in the air. He almost made a spectacular catch, but led him just a little bit too much.
Yeah, it was a strong throw, a quick one, and a little margin for error right there. And like you said, Jolly Burnett didn't really see the ball until it was coming into his hands. Off the hands, couldn't make the play.
4th down and 4 now, and Hurrican's going for it. 5 wide for Velatambi. The snap. He looks, throws, and it is caught. I believe that was Legros right at the mark, and he got it. 1st down, Hurricane.
Very interesting play call right there. You don't see Sean Legros lined up as receiver all that much. It's not uncommon to see him every now and then, but on 4th down to get the ball.
1st and 10, Hurricane, 5 wide. Velatambi drops back, looks, puts it in the air, trying to go for Legros again, and just overthrows him. Legros was trying to get free. He had double coverage, had to fight through those men, and could not catch up to Velatambi's pass. It was kind of a timing pattern that Legros just couldn't get there in time.
Legros is a very good.
Aiden Smith, who got hit in the back just as the ball arrived, and it falls incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 for Hurricane.
You're seeing a couple of backup receivers getting targets on the first possession of the game for the Redskins. Jaden Smith had 2 big grabs against Martinsburg in the first quarter before going down with an injury. You don't see him get targeted a lot, and as I said earlier, Sean Legros, a great safety for the Redskins this year, but honestly not lining up on the outside much this year.
And 3rd down and 10, Velatambi and Coach Donnie Mays having a conversation. Velatambi came over and spoke to him. Then they switched up personnel. They went from 5 wide back to 4 wide, and now A.J. Gregory is the sidecar to the right. Fakes the handoff. Velatambi stands in there, throws too high. Tried to get it across the middle. His intended target out there was Burnett. Threw it way over his head, incomplete. Now it's 4th down and 10 for Hurricane. They've converted twice on 4th down in this drive, but this one's a little different than 4th down and 4.
Now, I know 3rd and 10, 4th and 10, not talking about the last 2 plays, but Velatambi, it's been handoff to the running back and then look for the pattern. So not sure if he's operating at over 80% or not with the lower half, with the ankle that he got injured against George Washington. Might I remind you, against George Washington, injured the ankle, but he never missed another snap after that. Didn't miss a snap. No backup quarterback came in.
Velatambi, 4 receivers, twins either way. The snap and whistle blows. And I think Donnie Mays wants a timeout to talk it over. Indeed, that's going to be the case. Timeout Hurricane when we come back. 4th and 10. No score with 8:55 to go in the first period. This is high school football.
Success in service. The West Virginia Army National Guard offers unmatched opportunities and invaluable leadership skills. Join a team dedicated to community, state, and country. The West Virginia Army National Guard, where your future starts today. Visit NationalGuard.com WV to learn more. We guard West Virginia.
Get help with your college tuition from the West Virginia Army National Guard. For more information, go to nationalguard.com. No score here, 8:55 to go in the first period. Hurricane and George Washington. And Hurricane's got it 4th down and 10 at the George Washington 39-yard line. 3 straight incomplete passes for Noah Velatambi. Let's see what they dial up here on 4th and 10. A.J. Gregory is the sidecar to the left of Velatambi. The snap, drop back, looks, throws, and it is over the head of the intended receiver, Jolly Burnett, and it looked like Shalik Hampton might have had a shot at it, but he had already passed the ball, and so it falls incomplete. 4 straight incomplete passes, very un-Noah Velatambi-like on that drive.
Yeah, and they really brought the house, George Washington. It looked like Gunnar Flores got in there. He had 21 tackles against Woodrow Wilson in the regular season finale. Looked like he laid a lick on Velatambi, and he was fired up after that play.
We haven't seen Colin Grace, so we'll see if he comes out on the next series or if there's an issue there with him tonight.
He is dressed.
Yeah, first series here for George Washington as they line up. Cy Persinger takes it. No, that's going to be Flores. Flores over to the right side. Wildcat formation, moves ahead up over the 45 and now across the 50. Gunnar Flores out of the Wildcat formation, as you mentioned in the pregame, so it looks like Steve Edwards Jr. is going to go with that. And Flores takes it into Hurricane territory on the first carry. Ball at Hurricanes' 47-yard line, 1st and 10 for GW.
I anticipate Edwards mix it up a little bit, and you'll see Persinger a little bit, but Flores really able to run that Wildcat efficiently, even if you know it's coming.
They got 4 guys in the backfield. They're sending one of their blockers off, and they move one of those guys up on the line. And it looks like Flores is in the quarterback position. And I think George Washington now wants to talk it over. They do. Apparently some confusion in there on offense. So Steve Edwards Jr. says, let's talk it over. We'll take the break with them. 8:16 to go in the first period. No score. Hurricane and GW. You're listening to high school football on the Voice of Charleston, 580 WCHS.
We are back to the broadcast.
That's right, you are, Chet. The action is just now beginning as we see he is on the move.
It looks like he's going to go big.
And Chet, would you believe it?
Victory tastes so sweet.
Oh, man, I love this job.
It gets better every Saturday.
Go-Mart is always the right play for game day. Get in, get out, get back to the action.
It is good to have options when choosing health coverage for yourself, for your family, your employees, and you've got options with the health plan. The health plan. Plan on it. Learn more at healthplan.org. Now they've got it straightened out. 1st and 10, GW. Flores standing in there. Takes the snap, hands it off to Brown. Savion Brown pushes ahead inside the 45, picks up about 3. Savion Brown, who is the leading receiver on this GW team. He's got 1,129 yards on the season coming into this game, and he picked up 4 right there. 2nd and 6.
Yeah, 13 touchdowns on the ground, 2 catching it out of the backfield. He's a great weapon for GW.
Flores has got Brown to his right. He's got 2 men in the slot to his left. The snap. Flores keeps it right side. Punches it through down inside the 40-yard line. Goes Gunnar Flores. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. Actually about 2 yards shy. Brings up 3rd down and 2. Ball's at Hurricanes' 38-yard line. Patriots come to the line. Again, Wildcat formation. Flores has got his battery to the right this time. A keeper, right side. Inside the 35 to the 30. Breaks into the open field inside the 25. And down to the 23 goes Gunnar Flores. And I think George Washington has found him something that's working here, and they're going to hunt this dog until they get it treed.
And he looks exactly like he did against Hurricane 3 weeks ago, really just running off the tackle, not hesitating about which hole to take. And like we said in the pregame, George Washington's got to hold their blocks. So far, they're holding their own in a mighty way.
Savion Brown goes out. Hunter Giacomo comes in. Flores has Giacomo to his left this time. The snap, keeps it himself, whistles blow, play is dead as flags fly. We'll check the marker. Looks like it's going to be against George Washington.
Gunnar Flores was able to do it 3 weeks ago. 11 carries, 92 yards, and 2 touchdowns against the Redskins. And that's with Persinger playing 2 or 3 series as the quarterback and taking a couple shots downfield. Now, Flores did take 1 shot down the field himself and kind of just threw it up for grabs for an interception. But when he's using his legs, he's special.
Movement on the offense that time. 5-yard penalty, 1st and 15 for GW. 7-11 to go in the first period. No score. That's going to be Flores again. Flores hit in the backfield and dropped this time. And coming in there was Joey Keano, who is pretty much the heart and soul of that Hurricane defense. He got good penetration that time, and he threw Flores for about a 5-yard loss. It's going to bring up 2nd down at about 20 now.
Yeah, and you have to win your one-on-ones, and obviously on the outside, the Hurricane defensive front not really winning their one-on-ones so far. So you call on big number 33, Joey Keanu Will, and he gets in the backfield for the 1,000th time this year, it feels like.
32-yard line is the line of scrimmage of Hurricane. GW's got it 2nd down and 19, they're going to say. Now they look over to the sideline, get the play they want in. Different formation this time. It's going to go with a pistol as Persinger comes in, and now I think George Washington's going to take another timeout. They are indeed. Well, can't take them with you to the halftime, and you sure can't take them to – you're not going to take these to the second quarter. No score, 6:27 to go in the first. This is high school football on the Voice of Charleston, 580 WCHS.
Hey, West Virginia. Need extra defense? This season, don't let respiratory illness slow you down. Vaccines are your best defense this fall because your health protects their future, so you can celebrate safely, get closer with confidence, and never miss a moment. Breathe easy, West Virginia. Find out how by going to breatheeasy.wv.gov.
When it comes to your family's health, trust WVU Medicine Thomas Hospitals. From routine checkups to advanced surgical procedures, world-class care is available close to home. WVU Medicine Thomas Hospitals. Here we go, 2nd down and 19 for George Washington, 6:27 to go in the first. First time in for Cy Persinger. He's going to hand it off to the right side into the open field at the 30 to the 25, cuts it back, and is brought down inside the 20-yard line. That's Hunter Giacomo on the carry. Not quite enough for the first down, but he picked up about 16 yards.
You're showing the versatility of this offense. You bring in Cy Persinger, and you get Giacomo to really run downfield in a hurry, and then you can also go to Flores, who you don't have to waste time with the handoff, and then you have Savion Brown.
Made it a much, much more manageable 3rd down and 4 now for GW. Pistol formation for Persinger. He's got Giacomo behind him. Snap, handoff to Giacomo. Giacomo going to be hit in the backfield and brought down. Defensively jumping in there with a stop in the backfield for the Redskins. That was Drake Lanham. And again, like we said, keys to the game in the first half, that they've got to control that Hurricane front four.
Yeah, in the front four, you're usually looking at the edge on Stephen Lusher or Ethan Chill. Lanham, one of the best, if not the best, offensive lineman for the Redskins, the Marshall commit. Plays up front on the defense, doesn't rack up the stats like Chill and Joey Keanu, but, man, he's a force. 4th
down and 4. Persinger brings his team to the line. He's got Flores off to his left side. Shotgun formation for Persinger. Twin receivers either way. 4th and 4. Handoff. Flores. Flores hit and drop. See what the call is.
Absolutely didn't get to the marker.
I believe it's going to be against Hurricane. It was against GW. It's an illegal shift, and they're going to decline that, and Hurricane will take over on down. So pretty good drive by George Washington. Stopped at the Hurricane 15-yard line.
And both defense really looking impressive early, and now I want to see what the answer is for Velatambi, overthrowing his last 2 receivers. Gregory again coming out for the Redskins. No Kylan Grace. I want to see what the response is right here.
5:02 to go in the first period. No score. As you said, Grace is not in there. Here's Velatambi. Throws it to Dews. Dews on the bubble screen. Takes it. Turns forward. Steps out of bounds after picking up a couple of yards.
And Grant Yoldridge for George Washington, and it looks like Jackson Morgan really sniffed that out. I think Aldridge jumped the route. He didn't get a hand on it, but then he had his cornerback, Jackson Morgan, all over that.
A.J. Grace still in the game there. A.J. Gregory still in there. They hand it off to Gregory. Pushes forward. Goes up over the 15-yard line to about the 19, and that's going to be all there is. Pickup of about 2, and it's going to be 3rd down and 8.
And by the back end of the first quarter, you typically see Velatambi taking multiple shots by now to Shalik Hampton on the outside or Jolly Burnett. Jolly Burnett has had one chance. How do they utilize Shalik Hampton right here? And is Velatambi able to move around in the pocket a little bit, at least to find his open receivers?
3rd down and 8 for Velatambi. Sends 3 receivers to the right, and he's got Dews over here on the near side all alone. A.J. Gregory in the backfield with him. The snap, fakes the handoff. Velatambi throwing it to Dews, but overthrows him. Incomplete, and Hurricane's going to have to punt. Timing way off on that one. Dews was nowhere near where the ball came down.
It looked like Dews wasn't even at the sticks had he caught the football, and then obviously a miscommunication right there. A 3rd overthrow for Velatambi. No Kylan Grace to this point. He's dressed. You wonder what's going on for the offense.
Savion Brown is deep to receive the punt from Seth Casto, who stands at about his own 4-yard line.
Watch the pressure here for the Patriots.
There's the snap. Kick is in the air. Pretty good kick. It's going to hit at about the 50 and take a big Hurricane roll inside the 40, inside the 35, and down to about the 32-yard line. Great punt by Seth Casto. Flips the field on him. So with 4:01 to go, George Washington will take over in their own territory at their own 32-yard line.
And in the regular season finale, Chris, obviously Martinsburg did not start off well, and Hurricane was playing off everything, off adrenaline, and the defense forced 3 straight 3-and-outs to start the game against the Bulldogs. Now you kind of have to, because the offense hasn't responded like they did against Martinsburg to start the game, it's all up to the defense here in this first quarter. How do they hold?
And it looks like they are going to send Flores out there. Gunnar Flores is going to operate out of the Wildcat. He's going to bring Brown in motion. Handoff on the jet sweep. Flags fly. Brown turns it up across the 35. Hurricanes defense waiting on him there, but I think it may be negated. And we'll await the marker. They say he picked up about 6 yards, but that may be erased on the penalty that was thrown back at the line of scrimmage right at the beginning of the play. 3:55 to go here in the first period. No score, as neither team has been able to cross that goal line, but they have moved the ball. But defensively, it's been the defenses. And they're going to say it's an illegal formation against George Washington, so that negates Savion Brown's run and will march them backwards 5 yards. And that'll bring up first down and 15 from the 27.
Makes me wonder how Savion Brown is going to be utilized. Flores, he's got a good build. He's got a strong upper body, and he's sitting in the backfield again.
Flores, same play, hands it off again to Savion Brown, who's going to be hit and dropped in the backfield. He's going to lose about a yard. Good job that time defensively over there for Hurricane. No Sean Hampton jumping in there and making the stop. Cost him about 2 yards. Now back to the 25-yard line, and it's second down and 17.
And I think if you're George Washington, if you're going to run Gunnar Flores in the Wildcat, let him go himself. You're taking away the handoff, so you're taking away about a second right there and letting him just go by himself. Now it's Cy Persinger, but if you're going to give the ball to Savion Brown, let Persinger hand it off.
Persinger now in the pistol formation. He's got Brown directly behind him. Twin receivers either way for Cy Persinger. The snap, he drops back, looks, heaves it downfield. It is
weeks ago when Cy Persinger would come in, as soon as he gets the football, it's immediately like a 5 or 6 step drop back. It's bigger, more intense than the usual drop back, and then he's looking to go downfield. He's not looking for the intermediate or the short.
Third down and 17 from their own 25-yard line. George Washington got Cy Persinger in the pistol. Savion Brown is behind him. Twin receivers either way. Hurricane bringing the blitz from the near sideline. Screen pass thrown. It's complete to Brown, but he only picks up a couple. Sniffed out well by the Redskins there, and that's going to force George Washington to have to punt it away.
And George Washington's defense has been so good this year, but Hurricane answering and saying, what you do, I can do just as well. Now it's up to Velatombi and the offense to get something going here, a potential for a good field position with Jolly Burnett standing at his own 35-yard line.
Burnett in there. And on to punt is Sam Crowder with 2:15 on a winding first quarter clock. Crowder puts his foot into it straight up. Not a very good punt. Going to hit at about midfield inside Hurricane territory and be downed at the 48-yard line. So Hurricane will take over again with pretty good field position at their own 48. We were talking about the fact that Colin Grace was not in there offensively on the first 2 series. He was in there defensively, so it's not an injury issue. So maybe Donnie Mays shaking it up a little, but now here comes Colin Grace into the game.
And Colin Grace, 6 games over 100 yards. He's over the 1,000-yard mark on the season with double-digit scores. You can't say enough about him, and he's been a great second and third effort runner.
2 to the right, 1 to the left for Velatombi. First handoff to Colin Grace. Grace over the 50, down to the 45, into GW territory, and that is enough for a first down. Colin Grace with 10 yards on his first carry of the night and takes it into GW territory. 42-yard line, the line of scrimmage. Hurricane playing fast. Velatombi hands it to Grace again. Grace following, blocks up the middle, shoving the pile forward. Good job by Colin Grace. Picks up 5 more as they unstack him. Inside the 40 goes Colin Grace with a pickup of 5. Now it's second down and 5. Minute 42 on a winding first quarter clock. No score. Hurricane reloads, ready to go again. Velatombi sets him down. 4-man front for GW. The handoff again to Grace. Grace turns it back to the inside. pushes forward. He goes inside the 35, very close to a first down. We wondered where Colin Grace was. He just answered. I think he's going to be very close to a first down, depending on the spot here. They're going to say he's just shy by half a yard or so.
And I know it's harder for Hurricane to get their up-tempo offense going when Velatombi is not a threat to run. But once you put Kylan Grace out and start utilizing the other targets, you can do it without Velatombi's legs. Not to perfection, but you can still run the up-tempo.
3rd down and inches, twin receivers left, 1 to the right for Velatombi. The snap fakes it to Grace, looks, Velatombi keeps it himself, pushes it forward, and he's going to be close to the first down, or did he get there? I don't know if he got back to the line of scrimmage, Velatombi, and you could tell he's still not 100%. Even after having a week of rest, you can tell that injury still nagging him a little bit. Nope, he did not get there, so it's going to be 4th down and 1 for Hurricane. Ball is resting right at GW's 33-yard line, and now what do the Redskins dial up? They've got 24 seconds left on the game clock, 15 on the play clock, so they got to run one here.
You can tell Velatombi he was a little apprehensive getting out of the pocket right there.
Velatombi takes it, hands it to Grace. Grace pushes his way forward. He's got the first down, breaks it inside, down to the 25-yard line. He was one tackler away from getting into that end zone. And you can credit for GW Clyde May, who got the tackle there. That was a touchdown-saving tackle. That's going to be the final play of the first period. No score here at Hurricane, but the Redskins are driving when we return. This is high school football on the voice of Charleston, 580 WCHS.
We have the skill set internally to take almost any project from a concept all the way through to completion. We don't manufacture widgets. We do things that make a huge impact to society, so we take what we do very, very seriously. There's a great sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that you really contributed to society, really did your part to make where you are from a better place than it was before you came there.
Where is Greg?
Turf is the trusted choice for athletic fields in West Virginia. Field Turf, a proud partner with the West Virginia SSAC. Time to start the second period. Velatombi hands it off to Colin Grace. Grace at the 20, to the 15, to the 10, into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. 25 yards, first play of the second period. But a flag is down. Let's see if it'll be coming back.
Looks like that might be in the backfield, Chris.
Let's wait on the official's spot. Marker came down after Grace was well downfield, and it's going to be a hold against the Redskins. That will negate a touchdown for Hurricane. But he certainly looked good when he went off that right tackle, followed his blocks, and then got into the open field. Colin Grace with a touchdown erased here in the second period.
Grace has looked good since his first carry just a moment ago. And like you said, really finding the hole that the right tackle provided really early into that play, and he was gone from there, but negated by the penalty.
First down and 15 now for Hurricane at the 30-yard line. Velatombi, twin receivers left, snap, handoff. Grace going to the left side this time, makes a man miss, pushes forward. He's going to be hit and brought down at about the 20-yard line. Coming down with the tackle that time, Kyle Martin, my bad. Kyle Martin with the tackle for GW. Pickup of about 9. It's going to be second down and 6 for Hurricane. The ball at GW's 21-yard line. And, boy, you can tell when Colin Grace gets in there, he can make things happen.
Absolutely. And now taking their time a little bit here is Hurricane breaking the huddle and not going up tempo.
Velatombi, shotgun, snap, hands it to Grace again. Grace right up the middle. He's at the 15. Pushes ahead to the 10, down to the 5, and inside the 5 goes Colin Grace down to the 3-yard line. And it's going to be first and goal for Hurricane.
Kylan Grace really running well, and kudos to the Hurricane offensive line. Ever since number 8's been in the game, there's been hole after hole, and credit to Grace, he's been able to hit them And can he find the end zone?
Wow, what a difference maker he is when he's in there. First and goal for Hurricane. Ball at the 4-yard line. Velotambi's got Grace behind him. The snap, handoff, Grace. Grace shoves it forward, pushing forward, drives into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane. Colin Grace with a 4-yard run, and Hurricane is on the board with 10:49 to go in the second period.
That drive is all Kylan Grace. That drive is all number 8. Velotambi obviously not able to move well out of the pocket on that third down play. His legs will not be utilized tonight. And the passing game has been shaky, but give it to old reliable in number 8.
Yeah, Seth Casto on to attempt the extra point. Waiting on the snap. It's a good one. And the kick is in the air. That kick is good. 10:49 to go in the second quarter. Hurricane takes a 7-0 lead. You're listening to high school football on the Voice of Charleston, 580 WCHS.
Come visit Bridgeport, West Virginia. Nestled in north central West Virginia along Interstate 79, Bridgeport offers a wide assortment of hotel accommodations as well as a diverse array of local cuisine to satisfy any appetite. Shop our many unique local establishments as well as the best mall around. Just a short distance from boating, fishing, hiking, golf, and skiing in the stunning Appalachian Mountains. Bridgeport, West Virginia, where opportunity lives. Explore Bridgeport today.
Welcome back to Redskins Stadium here at Hurricane. 7-0 your score. Hurricane leads GW with 10:49 to go in the second quarter. After sitting out the first 2 drives, it's all Kylan Grace. A 7-play, 52-yard drive capped off by a 4-yard score, his 11th of the year.
Gunnar Flores and Hunter Giacomo deep for George Washington to take the kick from Seth Casto. Hurricane with a 7-0 lead. We got 10:49 to go in the first half. Appreciate you joining us this evening. The weather continues to be pretty nasty here on a Friday night. A cold, misty rain continues to fall. Here's Casto's kick in the air, and it's going to come down in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback, no return for George Washington. It's really amazing how big a difference Colin Grace made when they put him into that drive. He did not play he was not in there on the first 2. It was A.J. Gregory. Grace came in on that third drive, and it was almost like he just took over the game.
Yeah, and Grace against GW last game, 67 yards for Kylan Grace. But that was the first time we saw Donnie Mays' offense really go 5 wide and not give the ball to Grace as much. Velotambi got hurt but was able to throw the ball well. The passing game has not been there thus far, so it's all Kylan Grace.
Persinger in there at quarterback. Shifts his personnel around, sends twin receivers to the left, one to the right. Drops back, throws. It is complete. Up over the 20 to the 25 and brought down. That carry or that reception by DJ Spencer.
Spencer went off the Grant Yoldridge block, able to get a couple because of that good block. Needed another one to bust it up the seam and really move the sticks, but not a bad play on first down.
Picked up looked like about 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4. As they go back to that Wildcat, Giacomo all alone back there in the backfield. They look over to the sideline and get the signal in. And they bunch 3 guys over in the slot to the right. Now they bring a man in motion. Fake the jet sweep. Flores goes forward. He's going to be hit and dropped right at the 30-yard line. As Flores faked the jet sweep, kept it himself and pushed forward. And that's going to be enough for a GW first down out to the 31.
And I think it's kind of at this point a lot of good athletes on GW's offense. Giacomo, Flores, Persinger when he's on, and obviously Savion Brown. But when it's not broke, you don't fix it, especially when Gunnar Flores gets the blocks he needs and you're loading up the right side. I think they go back to the well right here.
Flores out of the gun. Hands it to Savion Brown. Brown coming this way. He's going to be hit and smothered under. Gets about a yard, no more. In there on the stop that time for Hurricane. Devon Short leading the tackle there. Picked up about a yard, 2nd down and 9. 9:22 to go in the first half. Hurricanes got a 7-0 lead. George Washington now. Gunnar Flores out of the Wildcat formation. Bunches up 3 men to the right. And calls for the ball. There it is. Keeps it himself. Flores goes forward, finds a hole. Up over the 40-yard line goes Gunnar Flores. And he kept it going and got enough for the first down, taking it all the way ahead to the 44-yard line, and Hurricanes got a man down. And that's going to be, I think, Jaden Smith. Landed funny as he was trying to make that tackle. Not Jaden Smith, Jolly Burnett. And that is a tough loss for the Redskins. Burnett limps off the field. Doesn't stop play, but he does come out.
That's not what you want to see, especially with an offense that you need to get the passing game going. I know Grace has looked good through his first possession, but you have to get the passing game going at some point in this playoffs, and you can't have Jolly Burnett side on.
44-yard line, the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10 for GW. Flores out of the Wildcat formation again. Brings a man in motion. That's Giacomo. They give it to Giacomo, trying to find the corner, but he can't. He gets about a yard, and that's all there is. Stop that time for Hurricane, Stephen Lusher. Lusher brought him down after a 1-yard gain to the 45-yard line of GW. Clock continues to roll, 8:15. George Washington methodically moving down the field. This drive started at their own 20. 2nd down and 9. Flores takes it, keeps it himself, right side. He's going to be hit, breaks a tackle, gets to midfield, fights ahead right to the 50-yard line, goes Gunnar Flores. He's going to pick up about 5 yards on the play. That'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Gunnar Flores, very physical. I mean, 6'2", 200 pounds, but he's got the frame of a linebacker, which I know he plays that position well. Really built like a natural linebacker, but he says, give me the football, and I'll put my linebacker body on the line. And when you go off the blocks like that, you're able to methodically move down the field.
Plays with that linebacker attitude as well out of that Wildcat. I guess you would call it a quarterback position. He's taking the snaps. Snap back to him. He hands it off, this time to Brown. Brown over midfield, twists out of a play. He's got a 1st down inside the Hurricane 45-yard line. Savion Brown, the ball carrier, and they continue to methodically move down the field. Ball now at the 44 of Hurricane.
You can see why Savion Brown has racked up so many great statistics on the year. What a spin move, putting Sean Legros in the spin cycle to move the sticks. He was going to get there or close to it anyway, but really a great move right there.
Flores got Brown to his right this time, calls for the ball. There it is. He's going to follow Brown. Flores turns the corner. He's hit. Legros gets hold of him, but he drags Legros inside the 40 down to about the 38-yard line. Gunnar Flores again on the carry. And it's going to be 2nd down and about 4 for George Washington. This drive just eating up that second quarter clock, continuing to wind at 6:35.
And Flores is relying on Jovan Davis and Braden Lude, two big bodies up front, 6'3" and 6'5", each 265 pounds, and they've been blocking the defensive front for Hurricane really well, and not much pressure coming from the red and white.
2nd and 5 from the Hurricane 39-yard line. Flores calling for the ball, hands it to Brown. Brown, right side, into the open field, inside the 30, down to the 20. He's caught from behind. Savion Brown, Legros dived and got him. Touchdown saving tackle as Savion Brown was headed toward pay dirt. But Legros caught him from behind and stopped him inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. 1st and 10, George Washington, 6:01 on a winding second quarter clock.
And, man, Brown is quick. You can really see the difference between Gunnar Flores and Savion Brown. Flores not slow himself, but a physical runner that goes off the blocks. Savion Brown can outrun you.
Flores calls for the ball, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Right side, he's going to be hit, takes it down to the 15-yard line. Gunnar Flores out of that Wildcat. It's almost like the old single wing is almost what this thing looks like.
It's old-fashioned for sure, but it's working.
It is.
It's the same offense that really worked against Hurricane the first time around. I was surprised by it. I think Donnie Mays' crew was a little caught off guard. You're prepping for Cy Persinger, but you likely knew this was coming, and they're still able to move the ball methodically down the field. They don't have any points to show for it yet, but they're knocking on the door.
Ball at the 15-yard line, 2nd down and 7 for the Patriots. Flores hands it to Brown. Brown coming to the near sideline, looking for the way to turn. Flags fly as he takes it down to the 10-yard line, leaving defenders in his wake. Takes it down to the 10. Let's check the flag that was thrown in the backfield of George Washington, which would likely indicate it's going to be against the Patriots, but let's see. And it is. It's going to be holding against George Washington. And that's going to back him up. And that's the first negative play I think that GW has had on this drive.
Yeah, it's been slow. Like we've said, we've used the word methodical, but that's what it's been. I mean, they're at 11 plays already, and you get the hold on the left side right there, and that's really the first time you're moving backwards at all, and it's not coming from the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be second down and about 15, ball back at the 25-yard line. And now Persinger is in there. The snap, fakes the handoff, drops way back, screen pass, throws, it's complete. Whoa, what a hit! An absolute crushing blow. Tyshawn Dews came in and laid wood on Clyde May, upended him, and stopped him dead cold after that catch. No gain on the play. In fact, I think he lost a yard.
My goodness, what a play. Going for the knees right there, Tyshawn Dews, exactly how you're supposed to do it. Mentioned it earlier, Persinger has such a dramatic drop back, and you saw it right there, really going 7 or 8 steps back just to do a little dump-off pass. He's really setting up his target there for failure, and honestly could have got hurt on that play. Credit to Tyshawn Dews for sniffing it out.
Shotgun for Persinger. Drops back. Persinger, deep drop, looking. Here comes the pressure. Hurricanes got him, and he's down back at the 40-yard line. The whole defensive line was back there, it seems. Led that time. First man to the scene of the crime, Devin Short. And then the rest of the red-clad Redskins got back there to him. Knocked him down back at the 39-yard line, and now it's fourth down and a country mile. The scoreboard says 4th and 31. We'll go with their math.
And that's what happens when you have that big drop back. When they send the house on third down and you can't get it out quickly, you're going to lose 13 yards like you did right there.
Crowder going to have to punt it from his own 48. Kick is in the air. It goes up. It's going to hit. No return. It's going to hit right at the 15 and take a slight GW roll down to the 12. But great job by that Hurricane defense that came alive when it needed to. What a drive by GW. Who thought they were just chewing up clock and moving down the field, and you figured they were going to punch that thing in. But suddenly a penalty, then a big hit by the defense, and then a huge sack, and suddenly Hurricanes defense came alive and stopped what was the most promising drive of the night for George Washington.
And I'm no Woody Hayes. I won't pretend to be one, but I really liked what Flores has brought to the table. And if you're moving the ball methodically down the field for positive gain, live and die with that, man. If you get stopped on 3rd and 4th down, you take it. But I wanted to see all Flores right there.
1st and 10, Velatambi hands it off, and that's going to be Gregory. Gregory goes to the right side. He's not going to get much. Goes ahead to the 15, keeps his feet driving, and finally steps out of bounds. Credit A.J. Gregory for not giving up. Just kept those feet driving. And he took what was maybe a 1-yard gain into about a 5-yard gain and gets it out of bounds, stopping the clock at 3 minutes.
And that's impressive to see from Gregory. Obviously started the game, didn't have much going, didn't get many blocks, and then you give way to Kylan Grace, who's able to get 8-10 yards a carry. You go back to Gregory, and he looks good right there, dragging tacklers to the outside.
2nd and 5 from the 17, Redskins. Velatambi sets him down with twin receivers to the right. Fakes the handoff. Looks, throws out of the backfield. They've got it to Shalik Hampton. Hampton's got the first down as he pushes it over the 20 and up to the 25-yard line. First catch of the night for Shalik Hampton.
And Shalik Hampton having that one-on-one matchup with Solomon Farrell, the senior 6'3" receiver weapon that can play a great defensive back. They had that one-on-one matchup going 3 weeks ago, and Hampton he got him one time, he got Farrell one time, but it's tight coverage, and you don't see a drop-off pass to Shalik Hampton all that often.
2:42, 1st and 10 from the 25. Velatambi, twin receivers to the right. Gregory beside him, hands it to Gregory. Gregory following his blocks to the left side. He's going to be hit, pushing ahead for maybe a couple, but not much more. A.J. Gregory takes it ahead to about the 27-yard line.
And Jolly Burnett in the game, we saw him limp off.
Let me interrupt you. There's a flag, so let's see what that's all about. It's going to be a hold against Hurricanes, so that's going to back them up and negate the couple of yards that he got. And that's going to take the ball all the way back to looks like about the 16-yard line.
This has been a pretty ugly first half, and I think if you're George Washington, that's what you want, especially with a Velatambi that cannot move very well outside of the pocket. You want to make it an ugly game with the conditions, but not being able to get points out of that last offensive drive will hurt you, especially when you give up the ball at halftime.
1st and 20 for the Hurricane Redskins. Velatambi, shotgun, snap. Rolls to his right, throws it. Shalik Hampton out of the backfield again. Turns at the 20, makes man a miss, up to the 25 to the 30. Spin move, still on his feet, up to the 40 and ahead to about the 45-yard line. Shalik Hampton with a great second effort to keep the ball moving and get a first down. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 40, but what a fight forward by Shalik Hampton.
How on earth did Hampton tiptoe his way down the sideline? Really beautiful footwork there from the big target. We haven't seen that much this year. He's usually, you go downfield and you throw it.
Playing fast now, the snap, handoff, Gregory bumps it to the outside, pushes ahead, and gets up to about the 48-yard line. A.J. Gregory off the left side, and Hurricanes got a minute 44, trying to move it down the field and score again. The Redskins, after a big catch and run by Shalik Hampton, have it 2nd down and 3. Snap to Velatombi. Handoff Gregory. Gregory picking his way. He's at the 50, the 40, and he stumbles and falls. Nobody near him. He just tripped over his own feet and fell at the 36-yard line. I think he had so much green grass, he wasn't sure. But it's all going to be negated anyway. Another hold called against Hurricane, and that's going to bring it all back.
The turf monster got him right there. It looked like he was going to get to the end zone, negated regardless. Gregory looks really good, Chris. I mean, I didn't think he'd get this many touches in the first half. And going back to my comment a minute ago, we'll check that. George Washington will receive the ball at the second half, but I really think not getting points, at least 3 on that last possession, is going to hurt them. Minute 27 here for Hurricane. Obviously, Velatombi can't run as well, and the passing game has been all intermediate to this point. But so many targets for Hurricane can make a big play at any moment.
Ball is at the 38-yard line, 2nd down and 12 for Hurricane. Good run by Gregory was negated by that penalty. Here we go again. Twin receivers either way for Velatombi. The snap. Velatombi looking, makes a man miss, throws across the middle, complete to Dews. Dews takes it ahead. Ball comes out at the end. Was he down? No. George Washington recovers, and that's a turnover. Dews caught it right at midfield, lost the football. GW recovers at the 48-yard line, and a flag comes out at the end. I think that's going to be somebody over on the Hurricane sideline said something. But now Donnie Mays is protesting. They're trying to say that he was down.
And Tyshawn Dews came up lame on the play, really just hobbled back to the bench there.
Looked like Dews, as he made that turn, might have got stiff, and they're going to say that the ball came out. It was a fumble. They're having a conversation at midfield. Was it, in fact, a fumble? We're watching on the Metro News TV channel. We saw the replay, and it does look like, it's hard to tell, but the official was right there and made the call that the ball came out. Donnie Mays does not believe it. But they're going to say all right, if you can't understand that, they are going to say it was a fumble that GW recovered at the 48-yard line. After the play was over, a dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Redskins. That's going to take the ball down to Hurricanes' 33-yard line, and that's where GW will have it with 54 seconds to go.
And here's your chance to redeem yourself if you're the Patriots.
Here's Persinger. Drops way back, throws it. It's going to be caught by Savion Brown. He's at the 30, cuts it back, spins down to the 21-yard line. Goes Savion Brown, and flags come in at the end of the play with 43 seconds to go. George Washington with an opportunity gifted to them on the fumble by Tyshawn Dews. Flag is going to be against Hurricane. It's going to be a face mask against the Redskins.
And these two different 15-yard penalties are going to be backbreakers likely for the Redskins because you fumble the ball right there with just under a minute to go. But George Washington's offense is not exactly built for in 50 seconds to go 50 yards just by relying on the run game.
They gave it a 5-yard penalty for that face mask. Here's Persinger, handoff Flores. Flores hit in the backfield and brought down. Good job that time by Joey Keano. Got great penetration and got a hold of Flores' feet, tripped him up. Ball spotted at the 16. The snap, and Persinger clocks it.
And this is where using your timeouts early will kill you. There's now 25 seconds on the clock, 24, excuse me. You're gifted a couple penalties. You're gifted the football here. And you need your timeouts, especially with a run-based offense here, and you're only dealing with one at the 16-yard line.
Persinger looking over to the sideline, getting the signals in from Scott Tinsley and company over there. I think they've got what they want. Ball is going to be resting at the Hurricane 16-yard line. It's 3rd down and 11, but there are 24 seconds. Persinger, shotgun formation, twin receivers either way. Drops back and now flags fly, and it blows the play dead. And it's going to be a false start against George Washington. And I'll just say it, Aaron, it's been a sloppy game. Both teams have played sloppy in this first half. Wow. You don't know if that had something to do with being off for a week and kind of getting out of your rhythm or whatever, but at any rate, both these teams have had a sloppy first half penalty-wise for certain. Both teams still very much in it. Ball now at the 21. 3rd down for GW. Persinger drops back, slings it into the end zone. It is incomplete. Overshot everybody, was trying to find Hunter Giacomo, but way up in the air, and it falls incomplete with 17 seconds to go. So that's going to bring up 4th down. And a change of personnel for GW. I think they're going to try the extra point. And that's going to be Gage Hannigan. They're going to put the ball down at about the 27. That'll make it a 37-yard attempt. Hannigan kicks it. It's blocked. And blocked by Hurricane and recovered by George Washington. They came through there and blocked it. Good job by the Hurricane Redskins. The middle of that line came through. We'll see on the replay if we can figure out who got their hands on it.
Looked like it was Ethan Chill based on the celebration. He got it by a lot.
I believe you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. That was Ethan Chill.
And they tried that, George Washington did at the end of the first half 3 weeks ago, and Hannigan just made the field goal just by inches, but it was negated by a penalty. He would have had the leg had the pressure not been there.
Ball at the 31-yard line. Hurricanes got 10 seconds here before the half. Pistol formation. Velatami's going to take it and take a knee. They're not going to fool around with it anymore, and the first half is going to come to a close. Hurricane is going to go to the locker room leading it 7-0 over George Washington. We've got scores and highlights of the first half coming up in our Par-Mar Stores halftime report in just a moment. You're listening to high school football on the Voice of Charleston, 580 WCHS.
Welcome to your home among the hills. At West Virginia Wesleyan College, you'll unearth new passions, be exposed to fresh perspectives, and find what drives you. This place of discovery is where you can become a scientist, a leader, an athlete, a performer, a friend. Opportunities include research, internships, and study abroad. Plus, our vibrant community makes for experiences you'll never forget. Discover yourself at West Virginia Wesleyan College.
Performance Pre-Owned Auto Outlet had an amazing first year.
We want to say a big thank you to all our new customers. We couldn't have done it without you.
We're your one-stop shop with a full service center, multiple finance options, and a wide variety of vehicles.
We appreciate our customers, so mention this ad and get 10% off your next service visit.
Stop by and see us for deals stuffed full of savings this November.
We make the deals others won't. Just 99 seconds off exit 99 toward Buchanan.
Chances are, you've thought about fostering before. You've thought about how much good you could do, opening your home for a West Virginia kid who needs a stable place to stay. How you could be the foster home for a teen, or the reason two siblings get to stick together. If you've ever thought about fostering, West Virginia needs you now. Take the next step on your foster care journey at wefosterwv.org.
It's not just Concord's esteemed history of higher education excellence. It's not just Concord's 125-acre campus beautiful, nestled in West Virginia's rolling hills. It's not just Concord's wide variety of academic and artistic opportunities tailored to almost any career path. It's not just Concord's compassionate team of instructors, administrators, and staff dedicated to your success. So what is it that makes Concord University so great? Well, that's easy. It's you. Start your journey today at concord.edu.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends. And we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
Score big this fall with GoMart. Every Saturday through the end of October, GoMart Rewards members earn triple points on all purchases. And while you rack up on rewards points, be sure to scan the QR code in-store for more ways to win. Each scan is a chance to score the ultimate tailgating package with a $200 GoMart gift card, tailgating supplies, and more. GoMart is your hookup for the football season. Visit the GoMart app or GoMart.com to learn more. GoMart is the official convenience store of WVU.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome to the Bar Stores halftime report right here on 580 WCHS. Playoff football here in Putnam County. Our halftime score: Hurricanes 7, George Washington 0. Let's recap the first half. There was not much to recap scoring-wise. It's been an ugly game. The rain has fallen since the warm-ups. It's cold. It's sub 40 degrees, and it's been some ugly football thus far. The only score of the game came in the second quarter. The only time this year the Hurricane Redskins did not put up points in the first quarter. It was Kylan Grace, after not playing in the first two series on offense. He gets into the end zone. He takes it in himself 4 yards away with 10:49 to go in the second quarter. That was a 7-play, 52-yard drive by the Redskins. It was pretty much all Kylan Grace. Our halftime score here: Hurricane 7, George Washington 0. Coming up, we'll check scores across the region and other playoff games across the state. This is the Parmar Stores halftime report on 580 WCHS.
Welcome to your home among the hills. At West Virginia Wesleyan College, you'll unearth new passions, be exposed to fresh perspectives, and find what drives you. This place of discovery is where you can become a scientist, a leader, an athlete, a performer, a friend. Opportunities include research, internships, and study abroad. Plus, our vibrant community makes for experiences you'll never forget. Discover yourself at West Virginia Wesleyan College.
Performance Pre-Owned Auto Outlet had an amazing first year.
We want to say a big thank you to all our new customers. We couldn't have done it without you.
We're your one-stop shop with a full service center, multiple finance options, and a wide variety of vehicles.
We appreciate our customers, so mention this ad and get 10% off your next service visit.
Stop by and see us for deals stuffed full of savings this November.
We make the deals others won't. Just 99 seconds off exit 99 towards Buchanan.
Chances are, you've thought about fostering before.
Redskins Stadium, where our halftime score in the first round of the Quad A playoffs is Hurricane 7, George Washington Patriots 0. Let's check the rest of the scores in high school football tonight in the opening round of the playoffs, coming off this 1 week delay from the playoffs. First in class Quad A, Spring Mills is number 2. They have their other 3 wins restored after an injunction was filed, and they won that case. They're the home team against Hedgesville, the number 15 seed. Spring Mills up 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. Their one blemish this year is to Martinsburg. Spring Mills up 21-0 at the first quarter mark. Woodrow Wilson beat George Washington in the regular season finale. They're the 10 seed on the road against the Mohegans of Morgantown. Mohegans rolling early. It's 14-0 in the second quarter. Moving on to Class AAA, Fairmont Senior, the 2, playing host to Point Pleasant. 28-0 Polar Bears lead. That's early on in the second quarter. Winner of that one gets Spring Valley or East Fairmont. Could get a Fairmont Senior East Fairmont matchup in the second round of the postseason. Number 3, Bridgeport is playing host to number 14, Robert C. Byrd. Winner gets the matchup of Shady Spring and Nitro. We'll have that game tomorrow on 580 WCHS. Bridgeport leads Robert C. Byrd 30-0. Number 5, Oak Hill playing host to Lewis County, number 12. That game is scoreless in the second quarter. Winner of that one gets Elkins or Herbert Hoover. Spring Valley, the 7 seed in their first year outside of the region of Hurricane, and they have been good so far early. 7-0 against East Fairmont, the 10 seed, that game in the second quarter. Number 8, North Marion playing host to Ripley, the 8-9 game. North Marion up 14-3, and the winner of that one gets number 1, Princeton, or if Hampshire could pull the upset, they'll get Hampshire. In Class AA, number 3, Independence, and number 14, James Monroe. That game postponed till tomorrow. Winner of that one gets Clay County or Philip Barber. Number 5, Wheeling Central up early, 21-0 over number 12, Nicholas County. Winner of that one gets Moorfield or Williamstown. In Class Single A, the number 4 ranked Cameron, they are up 26-0 hosting Valley Wetzel in the second quarter. Winner of that one gets Work County or Doddridge County. Number 6, Sherman playing host to number 11, Tyler Consolidated. Got a good one early in the second quarter there. 16-8, Sherman leads. Winner of that one gets Madonna or undefeated, number 3, Wahama. Number 7, Pendleton County and Meadow Bridge in Fayette County. That one will be tomorrow. Winner of that one gets East Hardy or number 2, Tucker County. Our halftime score here, Hurricane 7, George Washington 0. Coming up, a look at tomorrow's college football slate. This is the Parmar Stores halftime report on 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston.
Virginia's largest restoration company is now in the heart of the Mountain State. With a location in Charleston, joining our branches in Wheeling, Morgantown, and Pittsburgh, we'll be there to help when you need it most. Our expert team and state-of-the-art equipment is ready to serve the Kanawha Valley 24 hours a day. From water damage to fire restoration, when disaster strikes your home or business, tell your insurance provider you prefer the official restoration partner of Marshall Athletics, Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration.
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
We have the skill set internally to take almost any project from a concept all the way through to completion. We don't manufacture widgets. We do things that make a huge impact to society, so we take what we do very, very seriously. There's a great sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that you really contributed to society, really did your part to make where you are from a better place than it was before you came there.
on the season and undefeated in league play. They're in Charlottesville tomorrow, taking on the Cavaliers of Virginia. 4-6 Wake Forest at Miami tomorrow. The Hurricanes number 11 in the country, coming off a bye week, but the week before losing their first game of the season at Georgia Tech in Atlanta, losing their first heartbreaker of the year. It's number 9 Ole Miss at Florida tomorrow in Gainesville. Should be a good one there. Florida not having their best season, but I'm sure an emotional SEC matchup tomorrow. What a game we have for Big Noon kickoff and College game day. Number 5 Indiana, undefeated 10-0. Kirk Cignetti, the former coach for James Madison in the Sun Belt in his first year in Bloomington, has been amazing. They're at the shoe against number 2 Ohio State. Look for that game to be sloppy with conditions like tonight here in Hurricane. UMass at number 8 Georgia. It's that point of the season, late November, where a lot of SEC teams will get a extended bye week, and UMass is on the road at Athens. Coming off a big win against Tennessee last week was Georgia. Speaking of Tennessee, they're getting tested against UTEP. UTEP coming to town, the Miners taking on the Volunteers, Tennessee number 10 after the loss to Georgia. It's number 4 Penn State at Minnesota fighting boat rowers with P.J. Fleck. He's got them in a bowl this year. They'll play host to Penn State. They beat USC earlier in the season. Number 16 Colorado at Kansas. Now Kansas's stadium is being renovated, so that game at Arrowhead Stadium, the home of the Chiefs. Kansas had a 2-6 record at one point, but they're coming off back-to-back ranked wins against Iowa State, and they went to Provo, Utah last week and beat a top 10 team in BYU, so look for that to be a good one. It's the Citadel at Clemson, another weird late-season matchup there. The Citadel took down South Carolina a few years ago, so look for that one to be unlikely to be a scare, but watch out for the Citadel. Kentucky at number 3 Texas. Kentucky lost 4 of their last 5, and their lone win in that stretch was against Murray State. They'll have to take on the Fighting Steve Sarkisians in Texas. Wofford, the Terriers, are at South Carolina, another SEC matchup where you get a break from league play in Shane Beamer's squad right there. Number 18 Army at number 6 Notre Dame in South Bend. Notre Dame beat Navy when Navy was ranked 51-14. We'll see how they fare against the other service academy before Army and Navy square off here in a couple of weeks. Iowa State was running the table with the Big 12 earlier in the season, but they've lost 2 of their last 3. They'll have to go on the road and face Utah, who's on their backup quarterback, Iowa State number 22 in the country. At one point, they were top 8. Number 15, Texas A&M will go to Jordan-Hare Stadium. They'll take on the Tigers of Auburn. Playing host is Auburn. Hugh Freeze only 10-13 in his first 2 years in Auburn. Number 7, Alabama on the road playing Oklahoma. That's weird saying that as an SEC matchup. 5-5 are the Sooners this year in the second year of the Brent Venables era. And here, our halftime score, Hurricanes 7, George Washington 0. Coming up, we'll get a check of news from the 580 WCHS Radio Newsroom. This is the Par-Mar Stores halftime report on 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends. And we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
Score big this fall with GoMart. Every Saturday through the end of October, GoMart Rewards members earn triple points on all purchases. And while you rack up on rewards points, be sure to scan the QR code in-store for more ways to win. Each scan is a chance to score the ultimate tailgating package with a $200 GoMart gift card, tailgating supplies, and more. GoMart is your hookup for the football season. Visit the GoMart app or GoMart.com to learn more. GoMart is the official convenience store of WVU.
They really go quickly. I mean, you really only.
Come visit Bridgeport, West Virginia. Nestled in north central West Virginia along Interstate 79, Bridgeport offers a wide assortment of hotel accommodations as well as a diverse array of local cuisine to satisfy any appetite. Shop our many unique local establishments as well as the best mall around. Just a short distance from boating, fishing, hiking, golf, and skiing in the stunning Appalachian Mountains. Bridgeport, West Virginia, where opportunity lives. Explore Bridgeport today.
Hey, West Virginia, fall is here, and that means one thing. It's football season. Grab your friends and family and hit the road to cheer on your favorite team with Easy Pass on the West Virginia Turnpike. No more stopping at toll booths, just smooth sailing straight to the parking lot. So pack your coolers, fire up your grill, and get ready for the ultimate tailgating experience. With Easy Pass, you'll spend less time in traffic and more time enjoying the big game. Get your Easy Pass today and let the tailgating fun begin.
We have the skill set internally to take almost any project from a concept all the way through to completion. We don't manufacture widgets. We do things that make a huge impact to society, so we take what we do very, very seriously. There's a great sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that you really contributed to society, really did your part to make where you are from a better place than it was before you came there.
There's a place where innovation becomes transformation, where you'll find that education is not just about learning, but about being excited to learn. A place to feel at home. Pursue dreams and prepare for careers. Build lifelong friendships. And a place where you'll be encouraged and mentored along your journey. Discover your future. Get ready to soar. The University of Charleston.
We are back to the broadcast.
That's right, you are, Chet. And the action is just now beginning as we see he is on the move.
Looks like he's going to go big.
Indeed he is. 16, 20, 24 ounces, Chet. Would you believe it?
Victory tastes so sweet.
Oh, man, I love this job.
It gets better every Saturday.
Go-Mart is always the right play for game day. Get in, get out, get back to the action.
Performance is grateful for our loyal customers and want to offer you great deals this November.
That's right. Truck Country discounts, red tag savings, plus an additional $2,000 for qualified trade-ins.
See Finance for 0% interest and no payments until 2025.
It's time to winterize your vehicle. Mention this ad and get 10% off your next service.
Fall into savings with your local full-service dealer.
You got new wheels and the very best deal? You've been to Truck Country.
We are back to the broadcast.
That's right, you are, Chet. And the action is just now beginning as we see he is on the move.
Looks like he's going to go big.
Indeed he is. 16, 20, 24 ounces, Chet. Would you believe it?
Victory tastes so sweet.
Oh, man, I love this job.
It gets better every Saturday.
Go-Mart is always the right play for game day. Get in, get out, get back to the action.
With you, along with Aaron Parker, Hollywood Jeff Petty, our radio producer, back at studio control. By the way, we're also streaming tonight at WVMetroNews.com, streaming video, and Garrett Lester and Zane Townsend are our on-site crew handling that duty as well on a cold and wet night here in Hurricane. By the way, Chick-fil-A and its 18 West Virginia owner-operators salute the more than 86,000 boys and girls that participate in scholastic sports in our state. Chick-fil-A recognizes that participation in high school sports helps to develop leadership and teamwork skills that prepare each participant for life. The same values that Chick-fil-A in your community shares. 7-0, Hurricanes got the lead, and GW will get the ball to start the second half. And I mentioned the fact that the misty, cold rain continues, Aaron. It's just an uncomfortable night for anybody who's out here braving this or playing in this. It's not really what you would consider bad weather, but it's not pleasant either.
And there's not much of a crowd factor either because, well, who wants to sit out in this weather if you don't have to?
Especially when you can listen to it on the radio.
Exactly.
There you go.
So not much of a home crowd advantage, a little bit more than the GW fans, but it's not loud at when it needs to get loud, and you can't blame them. It's bad weather. It's been the precipitation has been constant the entire game up until warm-ups, first quarter, second quarter, and it's the same thing here as we start the third.
Yeah, that misty rain started right about the time the two teams came out to start warming up. It was not too bad before that, but looks like this is set in for the evening. All right, we're ready to play the second half here. Gunnar Flores is deep for George Washington as Seth Casto lines it up. During halftime, Casto was practicing his field goals. He's okay from inside the 30, so we'll see if that comes into play here in the end. Ball is going to hit and go through the end zone, and that's going to be a touchback, so George Washington will start the second half at their own 20-yard line. You shocked by that score, 7-0? I kind of am. I thought there'd be a lot more offensive fireworks with these two teams.
I absolutely am, and we've seen a couple of times this year where Hurricanes offense out of the gun, not exactly what you wanted. Maybe you didn't look great at the beginning, but you're still able to hit the big play here and there, even if you have some picks or some sloppy play. There's just been no big plays.
Flores out of the gun brings man in motion. That's Giacomo. Fakes to him. Flores keeps it, tries to push it forward, and he does. Gets it up to about the 25-yard line. So Gunnar Flores picks up where he left off. GW has driven the ball deep into Hurricane territory a couple of times, and then the Hurricane defense has been bend but don't break.
Yeah, and GW went away from the well, going from Flores, a little bit of Giacomo and Savion Brown. Then you put inside Persinger when you're inside the 30-yard line, and not much out of it.
Flores takes the snap, goes to the right side. He's going to be hit in the backfield and knocked down. That's going to be Keato, who hit him in the backfield and dropped him. Loss of about a yard on the play, couple of yards on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 now for George Washington. Ball at the 25-yard line.
Even when Joey Keano doesn't deliver a big hit, his ability to get from the linebacker position into the backfield, very, very quick, and it's just a blink of an eye, and he's right there, and you have to get 2 hands on him.
Flores now operating out of the pistol. He's got Savion Brown behind him. Actually, they go under center with Persinger. Persinger hands it off to Brown. Brown spin move, but can't survive that as he is hit and brought down. Credit the tackle that time to Darian Davis, the big nose guard for the Redskins. Got a hold of Brown, and even though he was spinning, Davis was still anchoring him down. Got the first down, though, up to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for GW.
Wow, good spot there for Savion Brown. A really good spin move. We've seen it twice now. He's really shifty. Obviously can't break the tackles that Gunnar Flores does with his might, but he's got the agility to.
Now Flores back in the pistol. The snap. Here goes Flores to the right on the quarterback keeper. He's up over the 35 to the 40. He's got a first down into the open field across midfield. He stepped out of bounds on the far sideline. Flores just continuing to move and make people miss.
I don't want to underestimate the game of Flores. I mean, we're talking about how bulky he is and how strong he is, how strong of a runner he is. But he's pretty quick, too. I mean, the ability to go from 1 to 10 yards right there really with ease.
Came into this game with 55 carries for 416 yards. Seems like he's had that much in this game. Flores takes the snap. Right side he goes. Follows his blocks. Turns the corner. Takes it up to midfield to the 50-yard line. Goes Gunnar Flores. It's been all Flores on this drive for GW. Pick up a 4, 2nd down and 6. 10:02 to go. Hurricanes got a 7-0 lead. We are underway in the 3rd period in this opening round matchup of the high school football playoffs. Cy Persinger now is going to go under center this time. And he's got 2 men in the backfield behind him. Persinger, snap, handoff. Savion Brown right up the middle. Fights forward very close to a first down into Hurricane territory. Up to the 45-yard line goes Savion Brown. He's going to be about a yard shy of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and less than a yard.
Savion Brown didn't do much in the regular season finale yards-wise, but he put one into the end zone against Woodrow Wilson. We've seen multiple times this year, able to go for over 100 in the blink of an eye. Didn't do it in the last couple of games in the regular season. Let's see how this postseason looks for him. He looks good.
Persinger operating under center again. He's going to keep it himself, shove it forward, and Persinger's got the first down And definitely a lot of mix-up in the way the offense is being loaded up and fired here for GW all night long. Sometimes it's Flores out of the Wildcat, and then they'll sometimes bring in Persinger. This time it's going to be Flores as Persinger heads back over to the sideline. And Flores is alone back there. Wings to either side. And he awaits the snap. Brings a man in motion. That's Giacomo. Fakes the handoff to Giacomo and runs right into the teeth of that Hurricane defense. Gunnar Flores to the 40. Pickup of about a yard. Clock continues to wind. And this is how GW's operated all night. Move the ball pretty effectively downfield. Chew up a lot of clock, but they have not been able to get pay dirt because the drive will stall, mistakes will be made, and then Hurricanes defense will rise up and make a play. Let's see if that's what happens on this drive as well. First drive of the second half. Flores takes it. Right side he goes, and he's going to be hit and dropped in the backfield. Coming up with the tackle that time for the Redskins, that was Jaden Smith.
Good fundamental tackle right there. He was off the edge in a hurry, and he had a convoy too. Probably was not going to get back to the line of scrimmage regardless, and Jaden Smith goes for the legs there. A great play to force third and long. This offense isn't really built for third and fourth and long.
Not at all.
You see Persinger in now, and you kind of have to go away from what's been working in Flores because he can't really throw the ball downfield.
Loss of 2 on the play. 3rd and 11. Persinger since twin receivers either way. Shotgun, snap, drops back. Flags fly, play is blown dead. We'll have to check that. I believe it's going to be against GW. I believe there was some movement up front. That's exactly what it was. It was a false start. And 3rd and 11 suddenly becomes 3rd and 16 for GW. Like I said, moving the ball effectively, and then they make a couple of mistakes. Hurricane rises to the occasion, makes a play, and that's kind of how the whole night has gone for George Washington.
Yeah, and this offense isn't built to get big chunk yardage. So do you go Flores here and maybe try to cut up some yards and cut that 4th down and make it 4th and somewhat manageable? Because if you go 2 straight dropbacks, it could be dangerous.
They're going with the pistol. Persinger drops way back. He makes that long drop, rolls to the right, rears back, throws it downfield. It's going to be caught in and out of the hands, incomplete. It was intended for the receiver down there who I thought was going to haul it in, and he is just incensed with himself that he couldn't haul it in. And the ball was intended down there for Solomon Farrell, who had it for a moment, and then it went away.
And Farrell got a lot of separation on no Sean Hampton on the one-on-one. Gave him a little push, not enough to warrant an offensive pass interference, but had to come back to the ball.
Here's the punt, and it's going to be shanked off to the right side and out of bounds, and that was a terrible punt for Sam Crowder.
And Crowder tried to sell a hit there on Drake Lanham.
He's not going to win any Academy Awards for that performance.
I don't think Lanham looked down at him like, excuse me, sir, what are you doing?
Lanham was saying, if I'd have hit you, you wouldn't have been rolling around acting like that.
Good field position for the Redskins. Got to take advantage of it. Obviously, we know Velatami's not going to be able to scramble or really be elusive in the pocket, but can he set in and be that pocket passer when the defense knows he's going to be a pocket passer, and that's all his game is?
Ball at the 37-yard line as Hurricane begins this drive with 7:04 to go in the third period. They got a 7-0 lead, and again, Hurricane's defense stops GW on a promising drive. Velatami sends 3 receivers to the right, and he's got one man beside him in the backfield. That's Gregory. He hands it off to Gregory. Gregory tears away from the first tackler, keeps his feet driving, goes up over the 40 to about the 42-yard line. A.J. Gregory with about a 5-yard carry on first down.
I think he's been a great runner today, Chris. I don't know if he got hardly any touches against George Washington in the last game. Didn't get much against Martinsburg. He's kind of due to find the end zone at some point. I'd like to see him find the red.
Here's Velatami. He's got trips to the right, nobody to the left, and he's got Gregory with him in the backfield. Handoff again to Gregory. Gregory through the hole, pushes ahead across the 50 to the 45. He's hit and brought down in GW territory at the Patriot 40-yard line. A.J. Gregory with a carry, but flag back at the line of scrimmage, and I think it's going to be negated. An 18-yard carry by A.J. Gregory is going to be wiped away, holding on Hurricane.
More shooting themselves in the foot from Hurricane. We've seen it with
Both these teams
as well. Like you said, it's been a sloppy game. And when you can't rely on the legs of Velatami, you're going to have to be sound fundamentally.
Penalty pushes the ball back to Hurricane's 34-yard line, 2nd down and 14. Clock winds with 6:17 to go here in the third quarter. Velatombi, twin receivers to the right this time, takes the ball, hands it off to Gregory. Gregory following blocks, pushing ahead, drives it up to the 40-yard line, reclaiming territory that he's already claimed once on this drive. About a 5-yard pickup for Gregory, who's brought down by Gunnar Flores, and it's 3rd and 7 for Hurricane.
When do you get Jolly Burnett involved? He's averaging 98 yards per game with touchdowns over his last 3. He had 4 against Riverside, 3 against George Washington the last time we were here. Came down a little lame at one point in the first half. Is he good to go, and can he win his 1v1?
All right, here we go. 3rd down and 8. Velatombi trips to the right, one guy to the left. He drops back. Velatombi throws, man's there, underthrows him, and it's incomplete. Pass intended over there for Tyshawn Dews. And now it brings up 4th down. So again, penalties squander an opportunity for the Redskins. And they're going to have to punt it away as Seth Casto comes out to kick it. And Savion Brown is deep to receive for GW.
And you can tell Velatombi's not 100% at all, not just with the legs. You know, he's been a very accurate passer this year, 33 touchdowns to 8 picks, and he's not been able to find his receivers.
Casto puts his foot into it. High kick. It's going to come down, no return. It's going to hit and take a GW roll back to the George Washington 31-yard line. And once again, the two teams trade some plays, but no scoring. 7-0 is our score with 5:15 to go in the 3rd period. It has definitely been a defensive event tonight on Redskins Stadium, Jim McGee Field.
Yeah, and Hurricanes' offense has been so high potent this year that, again, even when they've struggled, they've been able to rely on the offense. This, at this point, is a complete and utter defensive slugfest. It's 7-0, and I don't see any signs of that moving anytime soon. So can you rely on the defense through all 4 quarters?
Flores brings Giacomo in motion, keeps it himself, bounces it to the left side. He's going to be hit and dropped it after about a 4-yard gain. Gunnar Flores. And it's not like George Washington is hiding what they're doing. I mean, it's pretty clear. It's when Flores is back there, about 90% of the time, he's going to keep it. Occasionally he'll drop it to Giacomo, but most of the time it's going to be him.
Yeah, I think Braden Lude and Jovan Davis have won a lot of their one-on-one matchups on the front.
Flores again, 2nd down and 6. Looks over to the sideline. Now he's ready to go. Got 3 receivers to the right, but they're more like 3 blockers to the right. And that's where he goes. Tries to push it. It's almost like a rugby scrum. Not enough for the 1st down. They're going to pick up about 3. Flores on the quarterback keeper. And the clock winds inside of 4:25.
You also have James Payne, a sophomore, 6'4", 215 pounds on the line, playing on the left tackle position. They've got a big front for Class Quad A here in West Virginia, and they've been utilizing that. Savion Brown has been able to run behind that, Giacomo at times this year, and Gunnar Flores says, I'll get behind my big blockers and I'll move down the field.
3rd down and 3. Cy Persinger back in. He goes under center this time. The snap. Hand off to Brown. Brown left side up over the 40, across the 45 into a 1st down, and up to about the 47-yard line. About a 10-yard carry for Savion Brown. And that's enough for a GW 1st down with 3:52 to go here in the 3rd period. Hurricanes got a 7-0 lead. GW trying again to get on the board for the first time this evening. They bring Giacomo back in, send Persinger out. Shotgun formation for Giacomo. He brings Brown in motion, hands it to Brown. Brown coming to the left side. He's going to be hit and dropped almost immediately after a short gain. Jaden Smith on the stop.
Looked like Shulik Hampton got his big body in there as well. Jaden Smith and Shulik Hampton brings up a big 3rd down here for George Washington.
Pickup of 1. Ball's at the GW 49-yard line. 3:10 to go. 7-0 Hurricane with the lead.
2nd down coming up for George Washington. But if you can get another stop here for Hurricane, 3rd and long is not what George Washington's offense is built for.
Flores keeps it. Right side. Nothing there. Hurricane bottles him up, knocks him back. Maybe a yard on the play up to the 50, but nothing more as Hurricane has sniffed out what GW is doing. And now it's a big 3rd down, so they're going to bring Persinger in. passing situation. It seems like on these 3rd and longs they bring in Persinger, but they've not had a whole lot of success through the air.
Watch Savion Brown in the backfield. He's caught 2 touchdowns this season. He had one against Riverside a few weeks ago. Watch that big drop back for Persinger. He wants to just drop it off to a running back.
Persinger drops back. He looks. He's in trouble. Scrambles. Goes to the right side, and he's going to be dropped. Shalik Hampton came down and crushed him. Flag flies, though, at the point of impact. So we'll see what that flag is all about, but Shalik Hampton immediately crushed him as he stepped up in the pocket and looked like he was going to run with the football.
Looked like that might be against the Redskins here. I'm not sure.
It may be. Let's see what it's going to be. It's going to be a face mask. They're going to call Hampton for the face mask. That's going to be a first down. Wow. They're going to say that he got the face mask. I didn't see it, but I wasn't there. So they move the ball ahead on the penalty to the 45-yard line of the Redskins. Not enough for the first down. It'll be 3rd down and 3.
Wind pushing the rain a little bit more, a little bit heavier now here as we come towards the last 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter.
Here's Flores again out of the shotgun. The snap. Fakes, no, gives it to Brown. Savion Brown trying to turn the corner. He's got the first down to the Hurricane 40-yard line. Savion Brown. And that's going to be enough for a first down. We'll move the sticks, and GW keeps the drive alive.
He's got such quick feet, Chris, and Gunnar Flores has been great tonight, and he was great here at Jim McGee Field 3 weeks ago. Savion Brown, if you give it to him 3-4 times in a row, I think he could do what Kylan Grace does and just take you down the field even when you know it's coming. He's so quick, and his legs move faster than just about anybody on the field.
Now he's got Giacomo sidecar to the left side. Flores takes it, keeps it, follows Giacomo. Inside the 40, continues to push, and he's finally brought down just shy of the Hurricane 35-yard line down to the 36. That's going to be a pickup of about 5 yards.
This is the game that George Washington wants to play. I'm sure they've wanted
Indeed.
to put points on the board at this point, but this is what you have to do if you're going to upset Hurricane. You got to take the air out of the ball, and it's a perfect night to do that, especially when Velatombi's probably still under 80%.
Yeah, and they have managed to hold Hurricane to only 1 touchdown tonight, but they have been ineffective once they have gotten deep into Hurricane territory. Let's see if they can change their fortunes on this drive. 2nd and 5. Flores takes it, hands it off to Giacomo. Giacomo hesitates, finds open field. He's at the 30 and knocked out of bounds as he gets down to the 25-yard line. Hunter Giacomo on the carry.
He gave a big stiff arm to Sean Legros on the sideline, gives him a bit of a look as he slides. A physical run by Giacomo. Haven't called his name as much as Gunnar Flores and Savion Brown, but Giacomo's a big X factor for the Patriots front.
Enough for a first down at the Hurricane 25-yard line. George Washington with 33 seconds to go in the 3rd. Trailing by a touchdown, trying to even it up here. Flores has got Giacomo to his right in the backfield. The snap, hands it to Giacomo. Giacomo gets hit. They hang on and they bring him down. Right at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle that time to Hurricanes' Rhett McGrew, who got a hold of him and held on long enough for the rest of the cavalry to get there and brought him down for no gain. 2nd down and 10 for GW. Clock winding, and that will likely be the last play of the 3rd period. We head to the 4th. Hurricanes got the lead over GW 7-0. You're listening to high school football on the voice of Charleston, 580 WCHS.
PCB is a long-standing partner in our community. We're your neighbors, your teammates, and your friends. And we want to be your banker. We're a team of experienced professionals focused on the personal, residential, and business needs of our community. We make decisions locally, quickly, and with your best interest in mind. We care about you, your family, your business, and your goals. We're PCB, a proud community bank. Open an account with us today.
Score big this fall with GoMart. Every Saturday through the end of October, GoMart Rewards members earn triple points on all purchases. And while you rack up on rewards points, be sure to scan the QR code in-store for more ways to win. Each scan is a chance to score the ultimate tailgating package with a $200 GoMart gift card, tailgating supplies, and more. GoMart is your hookup for the football season. Visit the GoMart app or GoMart.com to learn more. Go-Mart is the official convenience store of WVU.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon. Par-Mar stores have 200 locations throughout the region to serve you. Par-Mar stores, the official store of high school sports in West Virginia. Getting ready to start the fourth period, 2nd down and 10 for George Washington. Gunnar Flores. They're now moving left to right on your radio dial. Flores takes it, goes to the left side, follows blockers. He's going to be hit and dropped after a short gain. Gunnar Flores with the carry and only a pickup of about 2. And it'll bring up 3rd down for George Washington.
And here's that situation George Washington faced at the end of the 2nd quarter. You get a couple of penalties, and once you're inside the 30, and you have to go away from the Gunnar Flores offense. Now it's 3rd and long, and you have to bring in Cy Persinger again. Once he does that 6 or 7 step karaoke drop back, who's open, and is it going to be a dump off, or is he going to try for the end zone?
Twin receivers either way for Persinger. Drops back, pressure comes. He heaves it into the end zone. It's going to be incomplete, intended down there for Savion Brown. He was in double coverage. Legros was down there, and also Noshawn Hampton, but flags have flown.
Flag flew as the ball was coming out of Persinger's hand.
And let's see what it is. It's going to be an illegal formation against George Washington. Hurricanes going to decline that, and that'll bring up 4th down and 8. And I think here in the 4th quarter with 11:20 to go, GW, it's 4-down territory. They got to go. Persinger's going to stay in there, and this time they're going to set it up with 3 receivers to the right. Nope. Going to bring one of them back over to the left side. So twin receivers either way for Persinger, who's operating out of the shotgun here. He's got one man as a sidecar to the right. Persinger takes it. Big drop. Heaves it downfield into the middle. Caught at the 5. Into the end zone. Touchdown, George Washington. Savion Brown caught it at the 5. Got between 2 defenders and took it in. Touchdown, GW. They pulled within a point with 11:14 to go in the ball game.
Credit to Cy Persinger. He has struggled today. He struggled against the Redskins 3 weeks ago, but he finds the open man. Savion Brown, I said it a minute ago, he could be dangerous in the backfield if you throw it to him. What a route right there, and just got loose.
Waiting on the extra point now. Kick is down. Kick is nearly blocked, but it is good. Somehow it got through there. GW very lucky that Gage Hannigan's kick got away. Mishandled snap, but he still managed to get it up and through and tie this game with 11:14 to go. You're listening to high school football on the voice of Charleston, 580 WCHS.
Chances are you've thought about fostering before. You've thought about how much good you could do, opening your home for a West Virginia kid who needs a stable place to stay. How you could be the foster home for a teen, or the reason 2 siblings get to stick together. If you've ever thought about fostering, West Virginia needs you now. Take the next step on your foster care journey at wefosterwv.org.
10, 15, huh?
11:14 to go here in this ball game. We have a tie ball game here. George Washington scores 7-7, 11:14 to go in the 4th quarter. It is a 13-play, 69-yard drive capped off by a Cy Persinger touchdown throw to Savion Brown from 14 yards away.
All right, let's see if this is going to be another short kick by GW trying to get the ball back with 11:14 to go. Will it be an onside? They're certainly going to try it. Pooch kick goes up, and it's going to be caught at the 41-yard line. And a good job that time for Hurricane. Coming down with it was Jaden Smith. Sure hands over there.
You have to give Steve Edwards Jr. a lot of credit. He came in with a game plan. It was very similar to the game plan from 3 weeks ago, but you just have to dial in defensively. Defensive backs win your one-on-ones, and you could have a chance. And Hurricane started the year 8-1 last year and had a disappointment at home in the first round of the playoffs against Parkersburg. And here, with 11 minutes to go in this ball game, 7-7, something I don't think I had on my bingo card.
11:13 to go. Fakes the handoff. Throws it coming out of the backfield. That's Shalik Hampton. Hampton turns the corner at the 45 and up to midfield. Shalik Hampton. They've done that drag route about 3 times tonight. Hampton coming out of the backfield is a new wrinkle that we haven't seen out of this Hurricane offense. And the 3 times they've run it, he's gotten positive yardage that time, enough to pick up 9 to midfield.
And that's really the only routes that Velotombi has connected with Hampton. Usually Hampton is a guy that will go down the sideline and you throw it up for grabs. Does Velotombi not have the strength to get it to him?
They're lining him up in the slot. They do it again. This time handoff. Colin Grace in there pushes forward, hit initially, but second effort gets the first down into George Washington territory. Important drive here for Hurricane. 11 minutes to go in the game. They have led until just a moment ago, and now it's a tie ball game, 7 apiece. So extremely important drive here for Hurricane, the number 6 team.
It might just be me, but it feels like it's gotten colder over the last 5-10 minutes. How does the offense handle the elements?
47-yard line, the line of scrimmage. They hand it off to Grace. Grace pushes ahead inside the 45 and down to the 40-yard line goes Colin Grace. He was the running back on the one scoring drive they had earlier in this game, and he's come back in for this drive and a couple of carries, and he's got him into GW territory. 2nd down and 4 for the Redskins. Velotombi takes the snap, hands it to Grace. Grace coming to the left side, trying to make the turn. Flags fly. He's going to lose yardage all the way back to the 43-yard line. Good pursuit that time by Gunnar Flores to knock him out of bounds over here on the near sideline. Let's see what the flag is.
This is where the drive could stall. Probably a holding right there going against the Redskins. And Gunnar Flores really sniffed out that side-to-side, east-to-west run with Kylan Grace. You're not going to be able to do that on him and Clyde May and Grant Yoldridge.
Hurricane is guilty of the infraction. Holding is the call. It's going to move the ball all the way back to the 50-yard line, midfield, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 14 for the Redskins. So Velotombi this time sending 2 receivers to the left and 1 out to the right. Check me on that. 3 receivers as McGrew lines up out on the left wing. Grace in the backfield. Velotombi fakes it, keeps it himself, goes forward up over the 50-yard line. Started to throw out screen out there, but saw the coverage coming, breaking on his throw. Faked the throw, kept it himself, picked up a yard. And Velotombi is still nursing that ankle. He has not been as mobile as he normally would be, and that's a piece of the Hurricane offense that's been sorely missing.
Yeah, and that was a broken play. Solomon Farrell, great coverage, but also good safety help. If he would have thrown that backwards screen pass, that might have been a pick 6.
Velotombi, twin receivers either way. Blitz coming. Velotombi in trouble, keeps it himself, goes forward. He's at the 40-yard line. He slides, but he did not get enough for the first down. He's down at the 40-yard line. Velotombi on 3rd down, takes it to the 40, and that's not going to be enough for a first down. So a decision for Donnie Mays.
We have a penalty backing up the Redskins again, it looks like.
All right, so the run by Velotombi didn't matter.
Looked like Velotombi got out of the pocket a little bit better than I thought there. Obviously still nursing the ankle. Able to move quicker than I thought on that play. Again, it's all for naught as Hurricane goes inside their own territory.
But now they've got 3rd down instead of 4th down and 4. They've got 3rd down and about 18 from their own 46-yard line. The Redskins. Important drive here. Clock continues to wind. 9:26 to go in the game. Tied at 7 apiece with GW.
Hurricane's going to have to start winning some battles up front and give Velotombi the time to drop back and find his receiver.
Velotombi shotgun, drops back, rolling to his right, throws back against his body, and it's incomplete, intended for Tyshawn Dews. Turned around and tried to throw it. Hurricane wanting a pass interference call. Not going to get one defensively. Over there for GW, Clyde May. Good coverage that time on Dews to break up the pass, and now it's 4th down. Hurricane's going to have to punt.
And Clyde May is a big player on defense. 20 tackles against the Redskins 3 weeks ago. Great coverage there. It was bang-bang, but I don't think there's PI there. And George Washington, a prime opportunity with sub 10 minutes to go.
Savion Brown deep for George Washington as Seth Casto lines up to punt it away. Tie ball game with 9:11 to go. The kick into the air, high into the mist. Brown's going to let it hit, and it's going to be downed at the 18-yard line. So George Washington, with 9:04 to go, has got 82 yards to pay dirt. Can they close the deal and pull the upset on a rainy, cold night in Hurricane? Or does the Redskin defense have one more in them to get a stop and give their offense another opportunity?
The Redskin defense has been very impressive throughout the night. The games are won in the trenches, and right now the offensive line for George Washington has the chance to methodically go down the field and lead your team to victory. Take time off the clock for a Hurricane offense that right now cannot run their up-tempo, efficient offense as they normally do.
Cy Persinger brings him to the line. He's going to go under center. One man in the backfield. That's going to be Flores. Hands it off to Gunnar Flores, who's going to take it forward. Flags fly as he's bottled up after about a 4-yard gain, but we'll see what the flag is. I believe that's going to be holding against George Washington, which will negate that run by Flores and back him up again.
Yeah, it came from the back judge there. Didn't really give Flores a chance to get upfield any which way, and it will now be first, and you're backing yourself up inside your own territory. Obviously, keep in mind, any kind of mistake could be catastrophic here once you move inside your own 10-yard line. Can the Hurricane defense come up with a big play? Look for Sean Legros. He's been the guy that makes the wild big play this year. He's had a 92-yard pick six, and he's had a big kickoff return as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 9-yard line. Persinger goes under center, takes it, hands it off to Flores. Flores up the middle, but he's going to be bulldogged and then hauled down there by big Ethan Chill. As he went by, Chill grabbed him like a calf out of the chute and threw him down for a short gain. Picked up about 5 yards, but it's going to be second down and 16 for GW.
May subs out Stephen Lusher on the right edge for Shalik Hampton. You go mass for length now, and Shalik Hampton, that 6'3" frame on the right.
Persinger back under center this time. Cy Persinger, the quarterback. Flores in the backfield. He drops, throws out to the near sideline to Brown. Savion Brown's got it. Tries to hurdle Jolly Burnett. Probably not the best decision. Burnett takes him down after a gain of about 8 yards on the play. It's going to bring up third down and about 7.
And Burnett did what he was taught to do right there. The worst thing you could do with a great athlete in Savion Brown is go as low as you can go, because he could hurdle you, but Burnett has that good height, and he just kind of stood up. And
Twin receivers either way. Persinger shotgun this time. The snap. Persinger takes that deep drop, looking downfield. Pressure comes. They got him in the backfield. Down goes Persinger. Ethan Chill, the first man to him, and down he goes at the 10-yard line. Huge stop for the Hurricane defense, and now it's going to be fourth down and long, and GW is going to be forced to punt the football away. Hurricanes defense did it again. They got the ball back for their offense with a winding fourth quarter clock of 7:41 and a tie game. Jolly Burnett stands to receive it at the GW 48-yard line, punting out of the end zone. The snap. Kick is in the air. It's going to hit at about the 35 and take a GW roll across the 50 to about Hurricanes' 48-yard line. So now with 7:22 to go in the ball game, the Redskins have an opportunity, and they're 52 yards away from an opportunity to take the lead.
I think there should be a heavy dose of Kylan Grace right here. See if you can win in the trenches. Grace, a physical runner who, as soon as he gets the ball, has looked good tonight. He's looked like a strong runner, and he's been able to hit the hole that the offensive line has been providing him. The pass game has not been there. Velatombi not able to really throw the ball downfield. It's been a lot of screen games, and GW's defense able to sniff it out. Can they get Kylan Grace or A.J. Gregory going?
Ball's going to be at the 49-yard line. Velatombi, twin receivers to the left, and he's got Shalik Hampton on the wing to the right. He's got A.J. Gregory in the backfield. Handoff Gregory. Gregory hesitates, goes forward, loses the football, scramble for it. George Washington has recovered. And coming up with it, who else? Gunnar Flores. Gregory lost the handle just at the line of scrimmage when he was hit. Ball comes loose, and now the tables have turned, and George Washington has the ball in Hurricane territory right at the 49-yard line.
Wow, what a play. Gunnar Flores, obviously the MVP of the night, the MVP of George Washington's game for the team against Hurricane 3 weeks ago. Obviously did not show up with quite the team-wide performance, but George Washington, a prime opportunity off the backs of Flores.
Here's Flores in the quarterback position, operating out of the Wildcat. Takes the snap, hands it to Brown. Brown's going to be hit and dropped immediately after a 1-yard pickup Savion Brown didn't get much, got about a yard. 2nd down and 9 with 7 minutes left in the ball game. 7-7 is your score. Number 11 against number 6 in the first round of the high school football playoffs. George Washington trying to pull the upset. Flores stands in there, calls for the ball, takes it, looks, actually throws it over. It is incomplete, but was that a fumble? No, they're going to say it was an incomplete pass. And that was, I don't know if that was an afterthought or not. Flores, who has not thrown the ball at all tonight, just out of the blue decided, hey, we're going to give this a shot. Tried to throw the bubble screen. It looked like it was over there and in and out of the hands of the intended receiver.
Not a bad throw there by Flores, and it was a forward pass. I don't
and it
mind
was
the
incomplete.
idea right there. Just in and out of the hands. It feels like it's slipping away from Hurricane a little bit right here. The offense not able to do much.
3rd down and 8 for GW. They got the ball at Hurricane's 47-yard line. Persinger is back in there. Twin receivers to the left, one to the right. Persinger drops back. Pressure comes. Throws. Man is open. Caught and hit. And 1st down, George Washington. And, man, what a catch over there by Solomon Farrell, who laid out, caught the ball, and took the shot and still somehow found a way to hang on to the football. Man, he got hammered.
Yeah, Farrell had to pay the price for that. He got plenty of separation, had to come back to the football, makes a great catch as he's getting cracked right there, and keeps the possession of the ball right at the 40-yard line.
Ball at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for GW. Snap back. Persinger has to pick it up, drops it, and he's going to lose a yard on the play. Persinger mishandled the snap, had to pick it up and tried to get what he could. Did not quite get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a loss of yards. 2nd down and 11 for George Washington. 6:07 on a winding 4th quarter clock. We've got a tie ball game here. George Washington trying to put together the winning drive. Persinger shotgun, hands it off to Savion Brown. Brown into the open field. He's across the 30, the 25, and down to the 20-yard line goes Savion Brown. Flag comes in at the end. That's going to be enough for a George Washington 1st down, and likely some more tacked on here. We'll check that penalty flag. Savion Brown with the run, and GW is in a position now that they very easily could pull the upset here.
Yeah, what a game plan by Steve Edwards, and Savion Brown at the right time, showing his athleticism and speed.
And they're going to call. The call is going to be against Hurricane. And the penalty is going to take the ball down to the 15-yard line of the Redskins. It'll be 1st down for George Washington. Shotgun formation for Cy Persinger. Snap back, hand off to Gunnar Flores. Flores hits the middle. He's going to be up. Ball is loose, but Persinger alertly jumps on it. Flores got hit immediately at the line of scrimmage, and the ball came flying out of the pile. Persinger alertly jumping on it and saving the possession for GW.
And here comes the elements. Obviously, the ball's hitting the carpet more in the 4th quarter than it has all game. Persinger coming up huge and getting his body on the turf and getting the football.
5:19. Clock is winding here in the 4th period. 7-7 ball game. George Washington, the 11 seed, trying to knock off number 6 Hurricane here in the opening round. Cy Persinger lines up in the shotgun. Handoff. Savion Brown at the 10. Still on his feet. At the 5. Cuts it back into the end zone. Touchdown, George Washington. Savion Brown with a 16-yard touchdown run. And with 4:57 to go, GW has taken the lead here at Redskins Stadium. Brown just found his way through that secondary of Hurricane, picked him apart, and took it right into the end zone.
While Gunnar Flores might get the most carries in this game for George Washington, Savion Brown showing why he might be the most athletic on the field.
Hannigan on to attempt the extra point. It's bobbled. The snap is bobbled, and it is no good. Low kick, and the extra point is no good. But George Washington takes the lead with 4:57 to go in the game. It's 13-7 Patriots. This is high school football on the voice of Charleston, 580 WCHS.
Hey, West Virginia, fall is here, and that means one thing. It's football season. Grab your friends and family and hit the road to cheer on your favorite team with Easy Pass on the West Virginia Turnpike. No more stopping at toll booths, just smooth sailing straight to the parking lot. So pack your coolers, fire up your grill, and get ready for the ultimate tailgating experience. With Easy Pass, you'll spend less time in traffic and more time enjoying the big game. Get your Easy Pass today and let the tailgating fun begin.
Welcome back to Redskins Stadium. 4:57 to go in this ballgame. 13-7 your score. George Washington takes the lead off of a 7-play, 51-yard drive. Savion Brown finds the end zone for the second time tonight, first time on the ground.
13-7, GW with the lead, but they missed the extra point. Let's see if that will come back to haunt them. They line up for the kickoff. It's a kick. It's going to hit at about the 30 and roll out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. Flag comes down, so good starting field position here for the Redskins. Hope Gas congratulates the teams for making it to the state championship. Learn more about Hope's community efforts by following them on Instagram. Good luck, teams, from everyone at Hope Gas. 1st and 10 for Hurricane. And this is the drive to determine if your season ends tonight or if you get to play on next week.
And, sub 5 minutes to go, you think, Hurricanes offense, well, no problem. And they miss the extra point, no problem. But tonight, it's been a lot different. The offense has been so out of whack. Velatami clearly injured, not able to utilize his legs. He's been an efficient runner all year.
Colin Grace comes back into the game. He's going to be the running back on this play. Velatami sends twin receivers left and 2 to the right. And he's got Grace as a sidecar. He's going to put him over on the right hip this time. Velatami out of the shotgun, ball on the right hash mark. The snap, fakes the handoff. Velatami, long throw downfield's going to be incomplete. Overthrows his intended receiver, and Hurricane's going to get the call for pass interference, and then I think there's going to be a second flag after it was over. So I believe Hurricane's going to be the beneficiary of a call against GW for interference, and then I think somebody might have said something on that GW sideline after the call, and that brought the second flag out. So let's see what we got
I'm
here.
Interested to see the PI. Looks like Hampton might have had a little bit of a shove. It could be offensive.
Well, let's see what the call is. It looked like he was holding him up, and that's why the pass was overthrown. 2 fouls. You're right. It is going to be offensive pass interference. And the unsportsmanlike conduct against Hurricane as well. So you were right. It was an offensive pass interference call. And that's going to back Hurricane up deep into their own territory, all the way back to their own 10-yard line.
That's a backbreaker, Chris.
Yeah.
Velatami, he's not in sync with his receivers. He's not been able to step up in the pocket and find them in stride. He threw that just hoping for a pass interference with Shalik Hampton. Instead, Hampton, trying to draw the contact, pushes and extends the arms.
I thought the call was going to be for defensive, but you're right, it was not. Velatami takes the snap. Bubble screen out to Burnett. Burnett looking to cross the 10, up to the 15, still on his feet, goes out of bounds at about the 16-yard line, stops the clock with 4:43 to go. Jolly Burnett. Hurricanes got work to do as he's going to pick up about 6 yards on the play, but second down and a country mile for Hurricane here. The clock is their enemy. 4:43. Hurricane, the number 6 team, trailing GW 13-7. Velatami takes it, drops back, looks, throws. Open man, it's caught. Jolly Burnett up at the 24-yard line, but he falls down. And that's going to bring up 3rd down. Those penalties got Hurricane so deep that even positive plays now are not enough to really put them in a better position. Ball's at the 24-yard line of the Redskins. Velatami gets his signal in from the sideline from Donnie Mays. Clock rolling with 4:17. Velatami, twin receivers either way. Takes the snap, drops back, fakes the handoff. Velatami throws it. It is short and incomplete.
Tipped at the line.
Intended for Shalik Hampton.
Looked like that got tipped either at the line or at the linebacker's position. We'll wait for the replay, but that ball obviously not in stride, and the spiral got broke up, and it was about 3 or 4 yards short. And wow, what a defensive stand so far for George Washington. 4th and 20.
Solomon Farrell defensively came in trying to get the extra point, but it was short hopped, and he missed it as well.
It was short hopped, and looking at that replay, I don't know. I think I might have jumped the gun on that one. I don't think it was tipped.
Timeout on the field. 4:06 to go in the ball game. We'll keep it right here. Hurricanes' Donnie Mays wanting to talk it over with his team as they're going to have 4th down and 20. So that's the scenario. GW's got a 13-7 lead with 4:06 to go in this game. Hurricanes got 4th down and 20 here. And they're in a position now where they got to go for it. Because if you punt it, if you get it back at all, you're probably not going to have a whole lot of time. The Redskins, with their backs against the wall right here, this will be the play of the game as Velatambi brings them back out onto the field. Velatambi, shotgun formation. He's got McGrew in the backfield with him. Twin receivers either way. Dropping back, Velatambi hit as he throws. Ball downfield's going to be incomplete. Broken up. It was intended for Shalik Hampton. And over there with defense was Solomon Farrell. And with that incomplete pass, the ball's going to go over on downs. And George Washington, with 4 minutes to go, is going to have the ball at Hurricanes 20 with 4 minutes to go and a 13-7 lead. Actually, they're going to have it at the 25.
Velatambi took a shot right there. You send the house, and that's what you do. You have to blitz them, get more bodies to Velatambi who can't move, and he did a good job just getting it in the vicinity of Shalik Hampton. But what a defensive play by the George Washington linebacking core.
And now with great field position, George Washington in the catbird seat, all they've got to do is just burn time. Persinger hands it off to Flores. Flores pushes it ahead. He's going to get maybe a yard. But more importantly, the clock's going to roll at 3:50. And George Washington is in no hurry. They are 3 minutes and 44 seconds away from salting away an upset victory over the Hurricane Redskins. Barring some huge play here at the end with a turnover or something along those lines.
First time all year, the clock is the enemy of the Redskins.
Cy Persinger will go under center. 2nd down and 8. Persinger takes it, hands it to Flores. Flores goes left side this time, takes it down to the 20. Picks up a couple of more. Clock continues to wind at 3:10, 3:09.
George Washington has the Redskins right where they want them, 3rd and 6, and it's probably 4th down territory.
Not only that, not necessarily 4th down territory, they're in field goal range.
They are.
So, ball's at the 20-yard line, and they're going to milk this for all it's worth. By the way, the play clock is off. So 2:51 to go. Persinger goes back under center. And he's just waiting. Looks over. Still waiting. Persinger. And now there's timeout on the field. And it looks like George Washington took the clock down. They're going to take the timeout. We'll take it with them. 2:35 to go in the game. GW has a 13-7 lead and the ball. You're listening to high school football on the voice of Charleston, 580 WCHS.
We have the skill set internally to take almost any project from a concept all the way through to completion. We don't manufacture widgets. We do things that make a huge impact to society, so we take what we do very, very seriously. There's a great sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that you really contributed to society, really did your part to make where you are from a better place than it was before you came there.
Well, we've got an upset brewing here in Hurricane as George Washington, the number 11 team, is leading 13-7 with 2:35 to go in the game, and they've got the ball 3rd down and 6. Ball is right at Hurricane's 20-yard line. Flores out of the shotgun. The snap, keeps it himself. Left side he goes. He's going to be hit. Colin Grace grabs him. They're fighting for the ball. He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up 4th down. And we'll see now if they will try the field goal. Hurricane's going to take a timeout and stop the clock with 2:31 to go. Therefore, the Redskins believe they might get an opportunity to have another shot at it.
Yeah, you mentioned they're in field goal range. It's no gimme sitting at the 20-yard line, but it is, I do believe, in his range. But a high-pressure kick here in a tough environment with tough elements, if you make it, you seal it.
Yeah, pretty much, because Hurricane would then be 2 scores down, and even with that missed extra point. But let's see what GW decides to do here. Will they try the field goal, or will they go ahead and go for it and then let their defense try to win it for them? Looks like that Hannigan is out there. He's going to give it a shot. They're going to spot the ball right at the 29-yard line. So this is going to be a 39-yard attempt for Gage Hannigan. Actually, he's going to move ahead to it's going to be now about a 37-yard attempt. The snap, kick is up, no good at all. Didn't even clear to the end zone. And the kick is no good. So Hurricane breathes new life. 2:24 to go.
2 timeouts.
And if I'm not mistaken, Hurricane jumped on the ball right at the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh, boy, and that's where they're going to set up. So Hurricane's going to be 98 yards away.
Wow.
They probably should have let that thing go right on into the end zone. But that's where the ball, Hurricane, the kick was short, and when it came down, they went down. I think they had it in their mind they would pick it up and run it the other way, but somebody just jumped on it.
Yeah.
So now the ball is at their own 2-yard line, 1st and 10. Hurricanes got 2:24 to go in the game. They trail 13-7, but they do have an opportunity. Colin Grace is in the game. Snap back to Bellatombi from his own end zone. Throws it. It is tipped and nearly intercepted. Coming over there to make a play, Grant Ulrich for GW, who broke on the ball. They were trying to throw a bubble screen to Dews. And great job by Ulrich to get back there and make a play. It's 2nd down and 10.
And the bubble screen has just not been there tonight. It's been the only thing that they've kind of tried to go to in the passing game, and GW has sniffed it out all night.
Bellatombi from his own end zone. Snap, drops back, tries it the other way. It is complete to Burnett. Burnett over the 10, over the 15, to the 20. Spins out of it to the 25. Spins again, still on his feet. Finally brought down. He gets ahead to the 25-yard line. Jolly Burnett with a 1st down catch for the Redskins. They got him into open space, and he made something happen. Now Hurricane trying to play fast. Bellatombi gets him set. The snap. Bellatombi drops back, throws, intended for Dews. Dews has it at the 32. He's spun down at about the 32-yard line. A pickup of about 6 for Tyshawn Dews. Hurricane with 1:55 to go, trailing 13-7. Bellatombi playing quickly. The snap, fakes the handoff, looks, throws. Dews again, can't handle that one. It's over his head and out of bounds, stopping the clock with 1:47 to go. So that time they went back to Dews, hoping he could get it. He came back, but the ball was over his head, and it's incomplete, stopping the clock. The ball's at Hurricane's 32-yard line. 1:47 to go. The Redskins trying to go the length of the field to see if they can pull this one out of the fire. Bellatombi, 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. The snap. Fakes the handoff, keeps it himself. Bellatombi with a run, takes it ahead to the 35-yard line. He is brought down right at the 1st down marker, and he got the 1st down. Bellatombi with a gutsy run, and that's a 1st down for Hurricane. Ball at their own 35. Clock is rolling with 1:38. And now Donnie Mays, an official timeout.
Looks like Tyshawn Dews is coming up lame again.
All right. So timeout is called by the official, Donnie Mays, using it as an opportunity to speak to his troops.
What a gutsy run. Gutsy run by Bellatombi, who's playing injured. Let's see if he can lead a heroic drive in what might be his last home football game, what might be his last ever football game in high school football. 1:32, clock winds. Bellatombi gets his assignment. He's got Grace out there, but they're taking an awful lot of time to get this thing going. 1st and 10 for the Redskins. 1:23 on the clock. Sends Grace in motion. Bellatombi drops back, throws across the middle, incomplete, nearly picked off. It was intended for Rhett McGrew, threw it right into the hands of Savion Brown, but he couldn't hang on to it. That would have been ball game right there. Stops the clock with 1:16 to go. 2nd down and 10 for Hurricane at their own 35-yard line. They trail 13-7. 1:16 to go.
And here come the Redskins to the line of scrimmage. Noah Velatambi sends twin receivers either way. He's got Grace off to his right. The snap drops back. Velatambi throws. It is in and out of the hands of Legros. Couldn't hang on to it. Sean Legros drops it. That brings up 3rd down and 10, stopping the clock with 1:12. Hurricane getting close to their last gasp right here if they want to move on to round 2 of the playoffs. The Redskins, the number 6 team in Class Quad A. George Washington, the number 11 team, trying to pull the road upset tonight. McGrew's going to come out. No, Sean Hampton's going to go in. Velatambi, twin receivers to either side. And he's got Grace in the backfield with him. Velatambi drops back, looks, plenty of time across the middle to Burnett. Burnett's got it, but he's short of the 1st down. They bring him down up at the 43-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 2 for Hurricane. Clock, we're inside of a minute now, 58 seconds. Velatambi trying to set him up. 4th down and 2. This could be it for Hurricane. The snap, handoff to Grace. Grace, he's got the 1st down. He's up to midfield, still on his feet. Takes it down to the 47-yard line, stopping the clock momentarily with 46 seconds to go. Hurricane's got to play fast. Velatambi gets him assembled, sets him down. Here we go. Velatambi fumbles the football, picks it up, rolls himself, is going to keep it. He's at the 40, the 35, tackled from behind, ball comes out! Ball comes out and GW recovers it, but they're going to say that he was down by contact. Velatambi fumbled the snap, got it up and took off. He went forward and they are going to say that the ground caused that fumble, so Hurricane has it back now at GW's 31-yard line, and there's a timeout on the field. Donnie Mays wants to talk it over.
Wow.
How about that for Noah Velatambi?
What a sequence. Velatambi, I know he's injured, but that's the second run in the second half where he has looked good. And that play was close, man. Velatambi, he was going down, but I think he had part of his body on the defender there. And wow, that one is close as you look at it on the replay if you're watching by way of the Metro News TV app. Wow, what a play, what a sequence here with sub 1 minute to go.
Yeah, he actually landed on top of Savion Brown when the ball came out. The official right there made the call immediately saying he was down by contact, but George Washington will argue that he was not down because he was actually on the body of Savion Brown. Nevertheless, the call stands, and it's 1st down for Hurricane. They've got 36 seconds. Ball at GW's 31-yard line, trying to pull out last-second heroics. Here's Velatambi. Noah Velatambi snaps it. Drops back, throws across the middle. Man is there. Caught at the 15-yard line. Ball comes out at the end. Incomplete pass. Legros had it for a moment, then lost it. At GW's 15-yard line, Legros had it and lost it. And it stops the clock with 30.9 seconds.
Lost it at the last possible second. A good route over the middle by Legros, somebody you don't see normally lining up as receiver as much, especially in late game scenarios.
Velatambi brings his team out. He's going to send Burnett over to the right side with no Sean Hampton. He leaves Dews as the lone receiver over here on the left. Now he's going to bring no Sean over to this side. Twin receivers either way for Velatambi. 30.9 seconds. The snap back, flags fly. I think somebody left early for Hurricane. And actually, the official is counting the players. Did they have too many out there? Yes, they did. They did not get the guy off the field in time. Illegal substitution is the call against the Redskins, and that's going to march them backward. They've got 29 seconds to go. Hurricane trailing 13-7, but trying desperately here at the end to come up with a winning score.
This has been an outstanding drive thus far, but a critical error right there by Donnie Mays' group, not getting the man off of the field, backing them up near the 40-yard line at the 36.
Ball at the 36. It's going to be 2nd down and 15. 30 seconds to go. Noah Velatambi all alone in the backfield. Throws it across the middle. Man is there. It is caught. He's at the 20, the 15, and down he goes. That was Jolly Burnett. Hauling it in, that's enough for the 1st down. 22 seconds to go. They spot the ball. Velatambi has his team back. Somebody left early. They clocked the ball and stopped the clock, and I think Hurricane got away with one right there.
Yep, looked like Sean Legros, I believe, left way early on that.
I think Sean Legros was probably a couple of yards across the line of scrimmage when that ball was snapped, but they did not call it, and Velatambi clocks it. Stops the clock with 21 seconds to go. So a barn burner here at the very end. 13-7, George Washington has the lead. Hurricanes got the ball at the GW 12-yard line. 2nd and 10, Velatombi. And that time he moved again, and this time he did not get away with it. That's going to be movement by Hurricanes. Sean Legros, he left early again. He got away with it on the last one. That time he did not, and they throw the flag, so it moves the ball back 5 yards to about the 16, 17, 18-yard line. And it'll be 2nd down and 15 for Hurricane. 19.9 seconds to go. Hurricane trails 13-7. Noah Velatombi trying his darndest to will his team into that end zone. He's got McGrew as a sidecar to the right. Twin receivers either way for Velatombi. Shotgun formation, the snap. Velatombi drops, looks, throws it into the end zone for Dews. He's out of bounds. No good. Ball was wide left. Dews got driven out of bounds and could not make the catch. 16 seconds to go. It's 3rd and 15 for Hurricane.
And the errors are going to prove to be crucial right here. It's been the most spirited drive of the game for the Hurricane offense. But you move it back with the penalty, and now you're taking shots to the end zone. 3rd and 15. You can get the first down without the touchdown.
Ball's at the 18-yard line. Velatombi, the snap. Drops back, looking, throws again to the corner of the end zone. It's intercepted, but he was out of bounds. Great one-handed catch that time for the defender, but it was he came down with it out of bounds. So with 10 seconds to go, Velatombi's going to get one more shot at it. Actually, 4th down and 15. This is the play for all the marbles. 10.7 seconds to go. Hurricane trails 13-7. George Washington's defense trying to hang on. You can get a first down without getting a touchdown, but time is of the essence. Velatombi, the snap, drops back, looks, throw into the end zone. It is caught! Touchdown, Hurricane! And coming down with the ball that time was Shalik Hampton. Hampton coming down with the ball right at the edge of the end zone with 4.6 seconds to go. GW thought he came down out of bounds, but they say no, he was in. Touchdown Hurricane. He caught it as he was falling out of bounds, but had his feet still in as he went down, and the Redskins are an extra point away from pulling this one out of the fire. Here's Seth Casto with the all-important extra point. The snap, Casto's kick is good. And Hurricane has taken a 14-13 lead with 4.6 seconds left in the game. And the celebration is on here at Jim McGee Field.
Unreal.
How about that?
What a drive led by Velatombi, using his legs 2 different times. And he has not been efficient in the passing game tonight. He's been injured. He's been playing through pain, and makes a great throw on 4th and the ball game. Shalik Hampton, who's been quiet tonight, proving to be one of the best athletes on this field and doing it with 4 seconds.
I'm still trying to figure out how in the world he caught that ball. Slick field tonight. He was at the far end of the end zone and was literally falling out of bounds as he caught that, but he had both feet still on that red carpet. The official right there to make the call. Touchdown Hurricane. And the Redskins now have 4.6 seconds to go and a 14-13 lead. George Washington's defense could not believe it. Disbelief by the Patriots, who may have just seen their bid for an upset sail away. The all-important extra point here. Let's see what kind of coverage Hurricane gets down that field. And they're lining it up to look like a squibber down the field for Seth Casto. As he approaches, and he's going to kick the squibber. It's going to bounce around, be fielded right at the 15-yard line. They're going to try the lateral. They get it back to the first man. Lateral again to Savion Brown. Brown moving to the left side. He's out of time. The clock is ended, and they're going to throw the ball forward, and it's going to go out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the ball game. Penalty flag because it was a forward lateral, but the ball goes out of bounds. And we'll see what that is, but that is going to be the end of the ball game as they tried to shuttle it forward. And Hurricane is going to win this game 14-13 on a touchdown at the end of the game. The penalty is going to be declined. Ball game over. And Hurricane survives 14-13, a touchdown to Shalik Hampton with 4.6 seconds left on the clock, and the Redskins stave off the upset bid from George Washington. We'll take a break and be back to recap this one in a moment. Your final score, Hurricane beats GW 14-13. This is high school football on the Voice of Charleston, 580 WCHS.
We are back to the broadcast. That's right, you are, Chet. And the action is just now beginning as we see he is on the move.
Looks like he's going to go big.
Indeed he is. 16, 20, 24 ounces, Chet. Would you believe it?
Victory tastes so sweet.
Oh, man, I love this job.
It gets better every Saturday.
Go-Mart is always the right play for game day. Get in, get out, get back to the action.
Looking for a path to success in service? The West Virginia Army National Guard offers unmatched opportunities. Earn your degree with up to 100% tuition assistance while gaining invaluable leadership skills. Join a team dedicated to community, state, and country. The West Virginia Army National Guard, where your future starts today. Visit NationalGuard.com/WV to learn more. We guard West Virginia.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it all, restoration, cleaning, and reconstruction. When disaster strikes, just pick up the phone. We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you.
Adventure takes you here, but much of it starts right here in West Virginia, where Toyota has lived alongside hardworking West Virginians for over 25 years, investing over $2 billion in the Buffalo manufacturing plant and bringing in over 2,000 jobs. And that helps fuel the local economy. Thanks for making Toyota the #1 selling brand in West Virginia. See your dealer and start your adventure today. Toyota, let's go places.
4 seconds.
We are back to the broadcast. That's right, you are, Chet. And the action is just now beginning as we see he is on the move.
Looks like he's going to go big.
Indeed he is. 16, 20, 24 ounces, Chet. Would you believe it?
Victory tastes so sweet.
Oh, man, I love this job.
It gets better every Saturday.
Go-Mart is always the right play for game day. Get in, get out, get back to the action.
Looking for a path to success in service? The West Virginia Army National Guard offers unmatched opportunities. Earn your degree with up to 100% tuition assistance while gaining invaluable leadership skills. Join a team dedicated to community, state, and country. The West Virginia Army National Guard, where your future starts today. Visit NationalGuard.com/WV to learn more. We guard West Virginia.
We're Panhandle Cleaning and Restoration, and we're gonna save you. We've got it down to a science, an absolute state of art. We do it.
Appeared that Hurricane was on the verge of seeing their season come to an end. George Washington lined up to try and get a field goal to seal it. That field goal was way short. Hurricanes down the ball, though, inside of their own 3-yard line. They started a 98-yard drive with 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the game, trailing 13-7. A 16-play, 98-yard drive that ended with an 18-yard touchdown pass from Noah Velatambi to Shalik Hampton with 4 seconds left. The extra point was good, and Hurricane wins it tonight 14-13. Aaron Parker, the people that braved this weather got their money's worth out of this one.
This is what high school athletics is all about. What an incredible football game. When Hurricane did not have what they normally have, they were only able to run the up-tempo offense just a couple of times, and with pretty much no efficiency, not able to throw the ball. Velatami playing clearly injured. I mean, kind of still walking gingerly. Obviously not able to run the ball much, and he's been a great runner all season and runs the ball 2 or 3 different times on that spirited drive. He runs the football for a first down, moves the sticks twice, and able to lead the Redskins down the field. And the extra point that was blocked or missed by GW proving to be crucial. And then 4th down, you're borderline field goal range, and you go for the field goal. I mean, wow, what a game.
Keep in mind on that final drive, you talk about a gutty performance. Noah Valatambi, who was obviously injured, kept the ball himself and ran and made a couple of key first downs to keep that drive alive when it looked like the thing was certainly in peril. They found a way to get it down the field, and that's what good teams do. Even on a night when it's not working, they find a way, and Valatambi willed that team down the field. Shalik Hampton just made a play at the moment he needed to.
Yeah, exactly, and Velatami got them down the field, but it was still not looking too good. Obviously, a couple of penalties, a couple of incompletions, and now you're sitting at 4th and 15 from the 18-yard line. You can get a first down, but Velatami takes a shot to the end zone, gives it to Shalik Hampton one-on-one. Shalik Hampton hadn't done much tonight outside of the little screen pass game, and he has been known to go one-on-one with people and just be the better athlete, be the bigger man out there. And he made a phenomenal catch with 4 seconds on the clock. Just not what I had in mind in this game. George Washington had a perfect game plan with a perfect elements to do it and just came up short.
Final score tonight, Hurricane wins it 14-13. With that victory, they will play in the round 2 next week against the winner of Jefferson and Cabell Midland. And we will have that game for you next Friday or next whenever. It may be on Saturday. We'll have that game for you here on 580 WCHS. A programming note tomorrow. Aaron and I will be at Nitro, and we'll have the Class AAA opening round game between the Nitro Wildcats and the Shady Spring Tigers. That one kicking off at 1:30. We will start the broadcast at 1:30, interrupting Mountaineer coverage tomorrow on 580 WCHS to bring you that game from Underwood Field. And then tomorrow afternoon at 4 over on 96.1 KWS, you can hear Herbert Hoover taking on Elkins. Again, that game was supposed to be 1:30 as well. It was delayed until 4 o'clock. Aaron, it's been fun, my man. It was a good one, and I will talk to you tomorrow.
Yes, you will. What an unbelievable football game we had.
All right, that's Aaron Parker. Thanks a lot. Great job tonight. Also want to thank our producer, Hollywood Jeff Petty, back at Studio Control on Virginia Street. Great job tonight, man. And for our video producers on scene here this evening, Garrett Lester and Zane Townsend with the Metro News video feed. Thanks to you guys as well. Metro News Game Night coming up in next on 580 WCHS. Again, to tell you the final score tonight, Hurricane wins it 14-13 over GW. I'm Chris Lawrence. This is 580 WCHS, the voice of Charleston.